need a seatbelt? You good?
A seatbelt?
Yeah, you don't want a seatbelt?
For what?
I just want to make sure you're locked in. You good?
Why? Do I feel uncomfortable?
Are you comfortable?
I'm great.
You don't need a seatbelt.
Why would he need a seatbelt?
I don't know. Sure he's locked in.
I'm so confused.
And ready to go.
Locked in.
Yeah, that's why she's locked in.
Listen, man, it's going to have to get a little more exciting for me to get locked in.
Oh,
All right.
I got you.
You want to come with me?
Hey, yo.
Let's go.
He does.
I think
That's all he wants.
I think he thinks my wrist is weak.
What is it?
He thinks I have a weak wrist.
Broken wrist.
Nah, those are the old clothing designers. The new straight clothing designers now.
This episode is sponsored by the SV Vodka, the official vodka brand of CWTFB Radio. It is the standard, unmatched, undeniable quality, premium craftsmanship, and it is city bred, so that means it's really from the town. This vodka is triple distilled, which means it goes through a distillation process, not one, not two, but 3 times for increased purity and quality that delivers a clean, crisp finish that is incredibly smooth. So you get all the bang without the bite. Now remember, always drink responsibly and live socially, and go buy the vodka.
On dogs. All right, let's get started,
Jay
man.
Larson.
It's CWTFB Radio. I'm Charlie Machine alongside.
Paris, France, you know what I'm saying? Paris, France, make them dance.
And my Choco Bliss, Honey Kiss, never miss my good sis, Big Bells from a big block. She's back, baby. It's been about 16 weeks.
Has not
But we
been
got
that
her back
long.
in the building. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I have 4 more gray hairs from the last time I saw Bells.
Okay. All right. I think that's a bit of an exaggeration.
Well, I'm happy
Right.
to see you, sis.
Thank you. I'm happy to be
I
back.
missed you, you know.
I missed you too.
No, you didn't. You're a liar.
Whatever. We talk
Anyway.
almost every day. He doesn't even give me
Doesn't
room
matter. It doesn't
to
matter.
miss him.
Doesn't matter. That's why we talk every day, because I miss you so much.
Okay.
Everything.
Sorry.
Contract negotiations, everything. The ink dried. She's back.
Tonight we got special guests in the
Yes,
building.
sir.
This is somebody who's from out here, from the great state of Massachusetts, but he's doing big things in the comedy space, man, out there in LA, making them laugh every chance he get, man. This is my guy, Jay Larson. What's
up,
good,
you guys?
baby?
Welcome.
Yo, thanks for having me on. Why'd you? I can't. Now I'm hearing this that you haven't been here. Where'd you go?
Well, you're here, so she's here now.
Well,
That's what I'm saying.
That's how
I feel privileged.
So that's the thing,
Yeah.
right? It's like, you know, when there was a lot of minorities coming up here, she didn't want to come.
Exactly.
And she said, the white man's coming? Oh, absolutely.
Shit,
And
yeah.
you know, we have like a white quota per year. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Do you understand how much I love being the diversity hire?
Bro,
I love
you got it.
It feels
Yeah,
so good.
You got it.
I'm it.
And you know, and it's fucked up because I didn't realize that I did that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like if I have like one guest that's white, I'm like, nah, I gotta space out the white. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Do you have any idea how insanely refreshing it is to even hear that? Man, I'm gonna be guilt free for like 2 weeks.
bro? But I do it subconsciously. That's what's even worse. Bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but maybe you just don't like, first of all, like when I walk into a room, I'm like the only white dude.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, now I get how my friends felt growing up.
Right.
But they're going
go.
into an entire school.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't even.
Well, there's a rapper from Salem, Token.
Token.
His name is Token because he's a token white boy.
Yeah.
He was always around a whole bunch of black kids in hip hop spaces. So I was like, when I first heard his name, I was like, that is fucking genius, bro. I
Yeah.
love it.
That is a great name. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
It's fun. So my kids are white, and then
Obviously.
my son, but their school is super diverse,
Yeah.
and my son has a friend, and they got in a little bit of a thing, and the teacher, like my son had to tell me he went to the teacher, and he was getting reprimanded for something. He's like, well, he says racist stuff all the time, and she's like, he does what? And he's like, well, he says the N-word all the time. And he's black. And it's like, how do you go to a sixth grade kid and be like, well, listen, man,
Well, yeah.
it's different.
If you say it.
You really,
You know,
he's got to.
But then, yeah.
But the
Wow.
teacher can't say that. Teacher can't be like, well, it's okay. She has to be like, okay, yeah, well, we'll talk over with
Right.
him.
That's
what
fucking
that
hilarious,
is.
bro.
Yeah.
But anyway, Jay, how you doing, man?
Good, man. Good to be here.
Are
Yeah,
we into the thick of this, or are we doing the music first?
We I mean, we just
Get comfortable.
Welcome in, Jay, man.
He's been trying to sabotage me
No,
since
that's
I got here.
I got a rollout for you. That's all. So I didn't know if I want to roll it out for you.
Nah, I like it.
Man. You know, Paris has a famous question he always likes to ask.
No, because usually we do the music first, so I didn't know what we were doing, but sure. Jay, how happy are you on a scale from 0 to 10?
Whoa, jeez. I think I'm. Put it this way: if I'm practicing gratitude and I'm in a place and I'm looking at like what I have and what I don't have, I'm always a 10. Okay. Always a 10. And anytime I'm with my kids, I'm a 10. You know what I mean? Like if I'm with my children, there nothing else in the world matters. But if I start getting into like comparison and looking at like friends who I came up with and where they're at in the world or my bank account, then it might dip. So I have to like keep myself away from that and just like stay in like what I have and what I don't have. You know.
So your kids are not here right now. So what are you?
Yeah, but they
0
were
to
here
10?
with me. I just like I was at lunch with my son and my daughter. My daughter was in the bathroom. I looked at my son. I go, if I could start over today and just be a new person, I'd want to be you. Mm-hmm. And he goes, really? I want to be you. I'm like, nah, man, you're the guy. And he was just like, okay. And I'm like, that's all I care about. He gave me a text today because he built the Lego set and wanted to show it to me. And it's like, if I can talk about them, then they're close, because I'm a single dad. I'm a split parent, co-parent, great co-parenting relationship. But when you're like that, you don't have your kids 50% of the time. And it's a sad day every day they leave, where except other parents will be like, do you love it? Do you love? And I'm like, get out of my face. You know how disrespectful that is? No. But I'd say, I'm usually pretty happy. I wake up happy. I've never been like get out of my way. I need coffee.
So you don't wake up at 9 and get to a 10? You just wake up on 10?
I wake up as a 10, yeah.
Do you do any drugs?
Nah.
You just live on 10. That's cool.
I used to do drugs.
That's dope. What would you
I'll
do?
do drugs once in a while.
What do you like?
Weed. I smoked a ton of weed. I mean,
That's
I used to like.
Drug,
no, that is a
true.
drug. This is the reason why people are screwed up. Weed is 100% a drug. It alters your natural state.
Yeah.
You get high. There are enough stupid people now because of weed.
He doesn't drink or smoke, so that's why.
Okay, yeah.
No, I'm not saying it's literally a drug.
You know,
it's 100% a drug.
But do you know Lysol is not a drug? But the moment you get now you've turned it into a drug. You do know that, right? Yeah. Okay, so there you go.
I've never heard anyone bring Lysol.
I've never
that
heard
sounds like a drug.
I've never heard nobody do Lysol, but I can see how that would be a thing.
Denial is. You never met anyone like me, but you guys in denial. It's cool.
I'm not in denial. I said it's a drug.
So you were a drug addict. It's cool. I mean, it's not wrong.
That's hilarious.
You were an addict?
Extreme. No, I told you.
Okay.
I'm a drug addict.
You're an alkie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alcohol's a drug.
I like that.
Yeah.
Alcohol's a drug, but don't you think everything in moderation?
Yeah.
I'm older than you guys, but do you know who Mike Dukakis is?
Yeah.
He used to be governor of Massachusetts.
Yeah.
And his wife was an alcoholic. You want to talk about an alcoholic? She was trying to get off booze, and she would take aerosol deodorant and pound that.
That's different.
So that's the closest thing Lysol I've ever heard.
Wow. Wow. I remember huffing.
Sorry, Kitty Dukakis. I don't mean to throw you under the bus.
Natural weed back in the day, they called Reggie. People were smoking regular weed, and I think that was cool. But now in the LA and these places,
that shit is not right.
They can engineer how they want you to behave via drugs. Do you know what? You ever heard of time release? Do you know what time release is? Like a time release capsule?
Yeah, I know what time release is.
So what I'm saying is they can give you a pill that you take at 8, and it'll also time release the next day. They can also implement that in weed, right? And if there's studies to show that ADHD, right, bisexual, there's all types of things they can do.
What?
How do we get to bisexual?
Because there's weeds.
We didn't get to it.
There's weeds that can influence you to be, bro. If you look up M&Ms, there's 8 M&Ms. Yellow dye, this and that cause ADHD in kids.
There's gay weed.
There's food.
No, but caramel M&Ms make you gay. Go ahead, tell him.
You're a fucker. You're a fucker.
Go ahead, tell him.
You're a fucker. You know what? This is why we can't grow as a community, because people.
We're all trying to grow. You're holding us back.
You put the truth in front of people's faces and they run away.
I ain't know there was gay weed, bro.
There are things you can put in things that you digest.
They took over weed now.
That they can
He
implement.
keeps saying they too, man.
They.
And honestly, As the only white guy, I'm starting to take a little offense.
No,
I don't know who he's talking
I'm
about.
talking about they now. When I say they in this context, I'm talking about the alphabet people.
Is he going they, them, she, her, he? All right.
I don't even know what's happening.
All right. Reel it in. Reel it in.
Do you guys then reflect back on what number 1 to 10 you are as happy? Like, what are you 1 to 10?
Flip mode.
Like right now?
See, you asked me. It's a big. That's a big
it
question
is. Yeah, it
because
is.
we all want to say we're happy. You know what else we don't want to say? We don't want to say we're not happy.
Yeah.
Like you ever go in a coffee shop and like, "How you doing today?" And you're not in a good mood, and they're like, "I'm
Yeah,
good. How are
fine.
you?" And you're like,
Yeah, it's a lie.
I'm all right. And they're like, "Oh,
You know,
Right.
I didn't want to hear that answer."
Right.
I've actually been getting like
Yeah.
more like conscientiously honest about that.
Yeah.
Right. Like, so right now, like in this moment, I'm a 10, right? Because we got a cool guest.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
on
working, we're
Potters.
doing it.
Yeah, I mean, this is like my favorite part of the week a lot of the time. Right?
Yeah.
Podcasting, right?
No offense, honey.
I mean, she's here with me. You know what
I
I'm
know
saying?
that's
Right, yeah,
awesome.
yeah. But my mom going through her health shit right now. So like, if we're talking about, in general, no, it wouldn't be a 10. Like a 4. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
Realistically, if we talking about that, but and I've been getting literally like conscientiously like more honest about that. Like I'm in my office the other day and I caught myself like somebody was like, "How you doing?" And I was like, "Eh."
Can I piggyback off
Anyway,
that?
how you doing?
But
You know what I'm
is
saying?
it someone that can be sympathetic about it and be like, "Oh, what's
It was
up?"
a customer. I never met the motherfucker.
It was a
before.
customer.
Can I
It's hilarious.
can I piggyback off this?
Yeah.
The reason why people just instantly do that is one, we're so accustomed to being lied to that they call the truth brutal. They be like, "Oh, you're so brutally honest." First of all, how can the truth be brutal? I thought a lie is fucked up because you tell a lie now, and later you find out the truth, and you're like, "Fuck, why didn't you tell me the truth?"
It's right. Truth and lying should be black and white, not like this gradient that you can
Yeah.
just scoot into when you want.
Yeah.
People are so used to being lied to that we lie, like, and then imagine, right, if life was like this. You go in the supermarket and they're like, "Hey, how you doing today?" "Well, my husband cheated on me, my daughter just got AIDS, my daughter got AIDS, and yeah, I mean, life's a little fucked up, but I'm getting through it."
That's
What do you
oversharing.
say?
Yeah.
That's oversharing.
Yeah, that's over truthful.
They're like, "Oh, okay, we'll
I don't
pay
think
for
that-
our
Yeah,
Someone-
but there is a whole other level of acceptance and happiness in that no matter what good or bad is happening in your life, you're still happy because you're appreciative of whatever. Like, who are we to decide when a family member can or cannot get sick? Who are we to decide? You know what I mean? There comes a level that you have to kind of like dial into that and be like, well, it's not up to me. I have some crazy people in my life right now that have been like getting sick, like, and I have friends that are getting like really wrapped up in it. And I'm like, you can't get wrapped up in it, man. Like not moms,
Yeah.
moms, dads, kids. That's another thing.
Yeah.
Co-work people I know. Like sometimes you have to be like, well, like you don't know the timeline. I had this conversation with my mom today. I'm like, I already talked to my kids that I'm like, hey, I'm not going to be here forever.
Right.
Like we're all going to die. You need to know that.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, this took a very interesting turn.
Jay's an interesting guy, isn't he?
I mean, it's just a
He's
heavy
smart.
ass conversation.
Well, it
you know what I'm
started
saying?
with the drug deal.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, drugs are fun, but anyway. All right, yo, let's talk about the music tonight, man. Right, Jay, I sent you the 2 projects, right?
Yes, you did.
I
Now, Jay did listen to them, so shout out to you, bro.
But I'll be
Right.
straight up. Sometimes I'm like, as an artist, I can go back. I have 3-hour specials. I can look at them, and there's one of them that I'm like, that's undercooked. I didn't do a service to my fans to give them something that was fully complete. So when I listen to or watch or look at paintings or whatever it is of other artists, I can objectively go and sometimes be like, hey, this is undercooked, and I'm not going to waste my time on it. And I'm not going to expect other people to waste their time on my things. I can still hear like, oh, I like it that it's produced well. I can tell like some of these tracks that were produced well on one of the albums. The other one, so
Yeah.
With that being
I never
said,
said I didn't like
quick
it.
question.
Yeah.
Musically, you're in the car. What are you throwing on when you're in a good mood? Who? There's no right or wrong answer. Musically, who do you like?
First of all, I listen to very sad, depressing music.
You like
That's
John Mayer?
What I like. I do, but I don't. I mean, I like his first album a lot.
Was it Content Room for Squares?
Room for Squares, yeah.
Room for Squares.
Yeah, but I like.
I'm like,
I like
Surprised you know that.
I like
Right?
Continuum.
Bro,
I like
I'm
Coldplay.
surprised. Yeah, that's a
Let
curve.
me tell you something about me. I'm like 4 people in one. It depends on who I'm in front
that
of. I
explains
go
it.
inside and I pick the motherfucker. I wore fucking chrome heart khakis for this fucker. So, who's your favorite music artist?
I can't answer anyone who's that aggressive about talking about
Aggressive.
emo music. You know what I mean?
Well,
I don't have favorites. I like, my playlist is very
Just
eclectic.
name someone.
Let's see, the Nationals on
Boom.
there. Metro Boom, right?
Okay.
Metro Boomin.
Well, my son loves that Spider-Man,
Okay.
and
Okay.
he's all
Yeah,
over
yeah,
it.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
Which, by the
soundtrack.
way,
Fire.
I found some similarities in, like, because every song, it's like Metro.
Yeah,
It's in
yeah,
every
yeah.
song,
Yeah.
and then every song with La Musica de
Harry Fraud.
Harry
Yeah,
Franck, which I
yeah.
loved. It was
Yeah,
almost
yeah.
like a branding.
Yeah, yeah,
And what
yeah.
I liked about that I thought was a little more original than the other album was the other one was just repeating the same thing over and over again. And every track took about 32 to 42 seconds to actually
Start.
I'm
sing.
he's talking about
And
nice.
the
He's talking
the
about nice.
opening wasn't created. It just, to me, it felt a little like you're just walking us to get to a point instead
Yeah.
of coming something creative. Whereas Harry Franck, like, every intro was like there's a dope sample or it was piano.
Right.
I love when hip hop or rap incorporates something. I grew up in a house where my mother played it was single mom, only played classical music. Nothing
I
else
love
was ever
classical
played
music.
in my home.
I love classical music.
Right. So if I hear a piano or something like that, I'm like, oh wow, this is dope.
Good
I
sample.
love when, like, that's why Kanye was Kanye, right? Because
Right.
he would pull samples that no one even thought about
Mhm.
pulling.
Yeah.
And he had
That was a great ear for
a
that shit.
depth of
Yeah.
music that he listened to or understood to be able to pull.
Yeah.
So I got more of that from the Harry.
You're actually right on par. So the first guy you mentioned, his name is 456 Nice.
Yes.
He is a rookie. He just started rapping this year, hence why his music is slightly undercooked, as you like to say, right?
So let
then-
me bring this in. Let's talk about let's
Dave
channel
East
in
is
on
an
that.
industry guy.
Right.
I was just gonna.
So the first project we're gonna talk about today is by my man 456 Nice. This is Anything's Possible.
Yep.
12 tracks, 27 minutes. Jay already gave us a synopsis of what he feels about it. You got anything else you want to say about this project?
No, I do also think, like, and I don't ever think any artist should look at this because it's sad that we have to, but from a branding perspective,
Yeah.
there were points when I looked at the album and then there's KG. KG is on
Yeah.
4 tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, is this KG?
But it's Anything's Possible, bro.
I
That's the name
understand
of the
that, but
project.
like, take that. I'm just saying.
there's no right or wrong
Anything
answer.
is
This
possible.
I'm
There's
aware.
no right or wrong answer. This is his perspective, which is fine. It's 8 billion people
I'm
in the
just
world.
trying to explain
Yeah.
what I think Nice's
We get that.
angle was.
I had a friend recently who's a comedian. He's really, really, really good. And he had a social media person come help him out. And he's got a really big following. And he's like, I don't see enough of your face in your posts. I see this person. I see this from this podcast. It's that person. Who are you?
Right.
You know what I mean? That's all.
Okay.
And I hate that you have to even, like, take that approach. But, like, take the NERD album, the first one. It's like, who's on the front? You know? Like,
Right,
who are we
right,
looking
right,
at? That's
right.
all.
But I think that was genius, though. They did that on purpose.
Yeah, my brother did that album.
Really?
Like, did the art for it. Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Fire. That's
Yeah.
dope, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of creative.
He did a Beyonce album too. And he
Oh,
did,
yeah?
yeah. And then he did
The fuck? Who's your brother?
he's a graphic designer out of Boston. He used to do a ton of stuff with Puma. Yeah, he's dope. But
What's his
and
name?
His name's Adam Larson. He used to have a company, Adam & Co. Now he works strictly for a shoe brand, a sneaker brand.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Shout out to
Hoka.
him.
I like the perspectives of different people, good or bad or ugly, because you can, so essentially he's just basically saying how he feels, but we all understand anything's possible, the big 3,
Yeah,
Kevin
yeah.
Garnett, he kind of played on it, the art,
Yeah.
homage to, we get it, but I do like the
It
No,
does,
I understand
it
what
does
you
keep
mean.
something to Boston, but it doesn't need to be all,
we get
that's all.
There's
Yeah.
no right or wrong answer.
Yeah.
All right, my distinguished panel. What y'all think?
So if I'm gonna dive right into it, right? You know me, I'm always taking notes of the phone because I have too much to remember.
Yeah.
But I
Hey,
definitely, yeah. I was basically saying I definitely hear the Benny the Butcher influence, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? The way he raps. And I love that he actually did the Kevin Garnett thing because
Yeah.
we can all relate to the anything is possible.
That was a great moment for
Yeah.
us, bro.
Fire.
Yeah.
Fire.
Oh wait. God damn, that was my senior year in high school.
So, he had some bars on there that touched my soul. He said, "Can't run from your soundtrack. You got to face the music. Everybody got some type of pain. You got to learn to use it."
That's tight.
So when he said that, for me, I got chills. But think about it, Nice is in his rookie year. You know what I'm saying? He's in his rookie season. And to be in his rookie season, I think he has a good ear. I hear a lot of people just starting out and they're trash.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I say, do the world a favor, just don't rap anymore. But him, I think he should keep rapping. I think he has a good ear. There's times where he raps like he's reading, and you shouldn't. It should definitely be a little more fluid. Yeah, you know.
That's the getting the reps in.
Yeah, that's cool.
100%.
Yeah.
Another bar he had, right? He said, "I was drug dealing, toting guns, trying to steam something. I learned fast that gangster shit don't mean nothing. Go to jail and end up in the grave. See if you mean something." And I was like, that's growth and maturity.
Yeah.
To know that, because see, a lot of people, they don't get to the part of, oh, they go to the grave and that's when they learn.
Right.
But he's like, all right, before I get that far in, I learned I'm a pivot. This don't mean nothing. And when you die, you really don't mean nothing. So I'm gonna pivot and to be able to put that in the music, fire. So the thing with me with Nice is, when you rap, do I believe you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I believe Nice.
Yeah.
When he's saying his delivery, I listen to a lot of music. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot, from Jamiroquai all the way to Coldplay, to John Mayer, which you were shocked about, to classical music, Claude Debussy. I'm an alien. You see what I'm saying? I listen to lo-fi. So when I listen to him rap, I'm giving him my genuine critique. I think he should keep rapping. He has a good ear. And that's overall how I feel. And then, matter of fact, these are my favorite songs. Who Needs Enemies, Derek's Diary, and Who Needs Enemies and Derek's Diary. Those were my two faves on the track, on the project.
Can I piggyback one thing you said?
Do your thing.
When you said like he should keep rapping, I don't think any of it should matter to anyone. If that person believes in themselves, because I know what early comedy looked like for me. You know what I mean? So if it doesn't look like, platinum records, that doesn't mean anything as long as you care enough to be like, all right, I can build on it. So I love that you say that.
Jay, some people should not keep rapping.
Yes, for real.
But you won't be the one to determine it.
Oh, I'd be the
a bunch of
only
people
be
will.
that No, it's only that one person.
Actually,
I won't be the one to determine it, but I'd be one of the people to say it.
So let me tell you something. Feedback runs the world. If I speak into this mic and it doesn't produce sound, it should be thrown in the trash.
Yeah, of course.
So if you if you get feedback, Larson, that you suck repeatedly, that is life saying you might be a great engineer. You might be a great firefighter, but you are not a great rapper. So stop, pivot, and then you might actually land where you're supposed to be and go, thank God 8,000 people told me I suck. Because guess what? I didn't know I could bake cookies this good.
Yeah, of course. I just know that I've seen some comedians that, like, early on, and they were fucking trash, and they kept going, and then all of a sudden they popped, and you're like, whoa. That's all.
And some of them have ghostwriters too.
That is real though. That is a real thing though. Like, people do get better.
Yeah.
Like, there are a lot of artists from Boston that, when we're talking about some of their earlier stuff, I was like, and then they'll drop something, and I'm like, yo, this is the one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it does happen, but you got to be musically inclined to some degree.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
some
with everything.
Yeah.
Not anyone's going to be a pro baseball player. You got to have something, and then have the work ethic, and then have the skin.
Exactly.
Having passion doesn't get you where you want to be. I can't be a nude model. It's just not gonna happen.
Hey, yo.
Yeah.
Bells, what'd you think about Nice's project?
Put the guns. Can I get some guns
I
on that?
already did.
All right.
I will say that I agree with bits and pieces of what everyone has said. I'll start with the good. My favorite tracks were Who Needs an Enemy, In My Pocket, and Derek's Diary. Now, Derek's Diary and Who Needs an Enemy are my favorite because, I like the more honest, vulnerable tracks on anybody's albums when they mean something. I will say that I kind of disagree a little bit with the bar about him saying whatever, like, die or something and see if you mean something. I think it's more so everybody means something to someone, right?
Yeah.
And if you die, someone's going to be affected by that for probably the rest of their lifetime. I think it's mostly geared towards a life that the block is going to be there when you leave, and when you leave, the only thing that people are going to do after a while is move on, except the people that do actually have,
Who give a fuck for real.
Yeah. So in that respect, it's like, yeah, I agree, but it's a little muddy when.
Well, yeah,
you kind of saying the same thing that he's saying. That's basically what he's saying. If I kept being gangster and I kept going out a path trying to steam something, I was on the block.
Right.
If I die, I'm not going to mean nothing. In other words, my legacy will be me trying to steam something. No one celebrates the guy who was trying to murder people. You won't have much meaning. That's what he was saying.
You ever go to a funeral of a fucking gangster? Motherfuckers like, yo, this nigga that killed mad niggas, bro. Like, I ain't never been. He was a good man. It's always that, right?
Yeah.
It was always that, and it's like, buddy.
Except my mom. My mom.
Like,
My mom at every wake with an open casket, she goes, "He looks good." Everyone I've ever been to.
I like that. I'm about to start saying that. Looks good.
I do love how much you guys are you're not just taking the way it sounds. You're looking at the words and why he wrote the words and why he said the words. So you're like, we're kind of examining all elements of like what it is. Like, I love singer-songwriters because they usually are telling a story. I love storytellers, and you guys are obviously, we're relating to like that he's telling a story, which for someone that you're gonna believe in has to start with a story. No one just wants to hear someone make music that's about nothing, right?
Right.
And I think it's because we're all creatives here, right? So we all look at it from a different lens, not just as a consumer, right? But Bells, you weren't done. I'm sorry, we cut you off. Were you done?
I'm done.
Okay, but you know what I was gonna say. I think every person in the hood in America has a verse waiting for the moment that somebody says rap, and then they're gonna have 16 bars. And you're like, I had no idea this motherfucker rap, because that's Nice is my age.
So
Nice is, I'm 36. If Nice is not my age, he's a little older than me. Okay, and he just started rapping. I feel like,
but did he just start, or was he doing music? He probably been writing for years.
He never put it out, so that's what I mean.
Put it out.
I feel like it was just a culmination of that, right? It was like, he probably go to the studio with his boys, and he's like, yeah, nigga,
I can't.
got something. But he never said anything.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, now that he has this brand, I like what he said. I made myself a brand, because he has this brand, 4, 5, 6, shoot dice, not people. Started selling clothes, and he's like, you know what? This street clothes is hip hop. I might as well just make the soundtrack to my brand, right?
Yeah,
right.
And it opens more doors too when you do music. I actually like the sample on Mullah's Mindset too. I forgot to say
Mullah's
that.
Mindset.
Mullah's Mindset had a dope sample. The thing about it for me is similar to what we were talking about earlier. People don't speak how they feel. They keep it bottled up, and they get cancer. They get depressed. Some people just need someone to talk to. So making music can be therapeutic. Just getting it out to the world. You know what I mean? Just putting your diary on wax and keeping it pushing. So, some people just been through so much that they just got to get it out of them. You know what I mean? Because, it's in them.
Here we go.
So
He's just waiting.
And some people need to eat a yellow M&M to be like, fucking finally, I can be bisexual.
Hey, yo.
Jay.
Yo, so let me give my opinion. I didn't really, I kind of bounced around a little bit, but I did like this. I do feel like Nice is getting more polished, project after project, track after track. For sure, I agree with you all. Derek's Diary, Mullah's Mindset might have been my overall favorite song, but Who Needs an Enemy is probably my favorite, like the one that touched, like that hit home, because I just discovered that his sister's my homegirl. Right? When he was talking about, like, I had a fallout with my sister and my mother and all of that. And he was like, I'd rather, instead of disrespecting them, I'd rather be not around them.
And he said, but if one of you try to do something to him, it's gonna get crazy.
You know what type?
So,
and I'm like, oh, that's just so his sister lived next door to Cash for years. So I've known her since I was a teenager, and I saw on his birthday recently that she was with him, and I'm like, oh, how you know my man Nice? She's like, that's my brother. And I'm like, get out of here. And then like I had texted him, and I'm like, yo, Denisha, whatever. He's like, yeah, bro, that's my sister when I was on the record. I was like, yo, mind blown. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's like now I know. Now I feel like I'm part of the family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So I'm like, all right, nah. So that one hit home for me, and I'm like, all right, this is dope. Obviously, I don't know the story about what they meant and all of that. 'Cause I didn't ask. I didn't want to get all.
Sometimes you
intrusive
don't
like
want to
that.
know the story.
I was like, hey, they're good now. She's with him for his birthday.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So whatever. But now I thought this was dope, man. I love the KG theme, man. I love Kevin Garnett. I love the energy he brought to the city when he was here on the Celtics. I think anybody who was waiting for a championship run in that time frame, and we finally got it after. What was it, from 08 before that? What was the last time the Celtics won a
86.
86.
Wasn't it 86?
It might have been. I wasn't born.
It was either 86 or 88.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't around.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, but either way, we sucked since I was a kid.
It wasn't as long as the Red Sox, I'll tell you that.
That's
Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
I mean that's generational.
Cool.
But yeah, man. I did like this. I liked it a lot, man.
What was his rating?
Let's talk about the overall rating we gave this, man. Out of 5 red cups, 4, 5, 6 nights, anything's possible. It's a solid 4.1. Shout out my guy, man. That's a really good score, man. Especially for the score you gave him. But let's move on to the industry record. This is the one that Jay was the one that he really was digging. This one right here is by my man Dave East and Harry Fraud. This is The Price of Pain. 14 tracks, 40 minutes. Who wants to go first?
Yo, 40, what up, man? My man 40 Orty over there from the dirt. You know what I mean? Shouts out to whole Harlem, you heard?
Yeah.
I'm going to be out there soon, man. I got to touch down, pull up to the factory, and get with my guys. All right, so he has a bar in there that hit me, right? I just really like bars. He said, you can't address shit that has no address. For me, that was hard.
Yeah, tell me what that means to you.
So you can't address things that has no address is basically saying, I'm not going to address you because you haven't addressed me. You said it indirectly. You said it over here. You said it over there. When you be more direct, I'll address it when you put an address on it. So it's like you're indirect, you're passive aggressive, this and that. So if it's not directed to you, if it don't apply, let it fly. I just thought it was just a really dope, short, condensed way to say it.
I see it a different way. Like I see it as like if I don't put any meaning, if I don't allow it to be something to me, it won't affect me in any way.
Yeah.
Right. So I love again. I'm a words guy. So like the fact that how much you dig into words that we can all like debate on. I love that. That's
Black people can't read.
I mean,
right?
I'm not gonna say anything.
What I took that bar as was how I look like beefing with a motherfucker who's couch surfing.
All of that.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh
All of
my
that.
god, dude! Yeah,
It's like, you don't even have a physical address, bro.
Oh my god!
But do you see why it was so short, condensed, but impactful?
Yeah.
Like it was very short, but it was
word
like
economy, man.
it hit me. It hit hard, right? Then he had another one. Harlem been on fire. We just get fly while the devil watch. And I'm just like, Harlem been on fire. And I be in Harlem, so I know how fly they give it up. You know what I mean? When I'm out there, I be stepping. So he's like, but we just get fly while it's burning, while the devil watching. For me, it was just like, when you in Harlem, it's that feeling. Like, it's always shaking and moving, and you never know what could happen. And they are getting fly. You know what I mean?
I feel
And
like that's a double entendre too, like the devil wears Prada and shit like that.
you could take it there too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, for me, it's certain bars that give me goosebumps, and that was one of them, man. Rasta Pasta shocked me when he had Don Jiggy on the hook. I didn't expect a reggae artist.
Yeah.
That kind of threw me out. Okay, he's
I did like Rasta Pasta.
So that definitely my favorite songs I'll say is Papaya Juice, Clyde Frazier, Life Cycle, and Stay With Me. The piano on Life Cycle was amazing.
Yeah.
That was one I was talking about, and I like the papaya one too. I had that earlier.
Yeah. Harry Fraud production is so soulful. Where it
music
just,
got there, Harry Fraud.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That
So we've been listening to Harry Fraud for years, Jay.
Okay.
Right. So you this is your first Harry Fraud, like he's the producer, right? So he's done a lot of work with French Montana. And that's like when I first got introduced to him. And I love that. Is Harry Fraud BSF now?
I don't know.
Because I know he does a lot of work with BSF.
He might just be heavily affiliated.
Or he might be.
Like Redman and Wu-Tang.
Yeah. But he's doing a lot of work with a lot of different artists And I think that they styles just meshed impeccably on this one, man. Like it was like the album that we didn't know we needed. You know what I'm saying? Because Harry Fraud has a great ear for samples. And Dave East just has one of those voices. Like he literally could say nothing and it just sounds great. He has an amazing voice, bro. I love his rap voice. And what's dope about his rap voice, it sounds exactly like his speaking voice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It doesn't like, you know how some people that you hear him on a song and you're like, wow, like how did you, and then you hear him speaking, it's like you don't even talk like that,
You
bro.
definitely
like,
know his voice when you hear it. It's very distinctive.
Yeah.
My favorite feature on the project was Benny the Butcher.
Oh, absolutely.
Benny killed it. I wasn't in love with Snoop's feature. I wasn't in love with a lot of the features, but Benny, for me, him and Benny, that sound, they just, pair well together.
You want to hear some funny shit about features?
Sure.
He removed 38 Special from that song with Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, because Special been bugging.
Yeah, Special was supposed to be on that song. So 38 Special,
Why'd that all go down?
So 38 Special's been throwing a lot of shots at people in the industry right now. And Dave is cool with a lot of these people.
How much of that shit
Right.
is
So-
for PR and to get buzz, and how
so
much is
Well,
real?
that's exactly what it is. It's to
Okay.
get buzz.
So essentially in hip hop, right?
Yeah.
They say to be the best, you got to challenge the best.
Sure.
So he took it his way to challenge, okay? But he did the challenge, and all that was fine, right? Mr. Larson. But when hit the gun.
I deserve it. I deserve it.
Yeah, it's fine. So what the problem was, okay, you're throwing shots, you're doing your thing, but he mentioned one of the rapper's wife's name, Chrissy.
Oh, we know you can't do that shit.
Yeah,
So-
he went too far.
Yeah.
He went too far.
He brought up the wife, and everyone's
Didn't
like,
fucking
"All right."
Will Smith teach us all that?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so that's when it was a little like, all right, we could do the rap thing, we could talk, whatever. But you mentioned my wife who does nothing. She's an innocent bystander. Like you're punching me, and then you just said poop over there.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
so it's like, all right, now you're gonna get blackballed, and now you're gonna see what it feels
But it
like.
wasn't
Joe
even-
Button took him off the interview, said we're not doing it no more. Now he's just getting blackballed by all the close affiliates to each person he did.
It's not even just the diss. It was like you could have mentioned Chrissy and said something light, right? But he took it so far, talking about she don't suck dick and all this shit, and you can't even go home and get a blowjob and like all this shit, like.
That's fucking
Yo,
crazy.
it was like I was just more like why did you go with that bar?
It was really,
Like,
First of all,
like-
but you also got to be
like-
like top in the game to if you say you got to go take someone out, then it better be unbelievable.
Yeah, and it wasn't. It wasn't. That's the thing. The diss wasn't even that great. It was just wildly disrespectful.
Yeah.
I
That's
think bringing her up, period, was lame. Period.
Yeah.
There's no point. It was lame. So he's getting blackballed. There was nothing special about what he did special. And now you're getting special treatment. So you tried to be 38 special. You did nothing special. Now you're getting special treatment. And you're especially going to be out of here. And your bank account is going to be.
Especially empty.
especially distraught.
There you go.
You know the funny thing is though, I heard Special on that song. As I'm listening to it, I was like, I feel like Special would have probably brought the song up another notch. But it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Loyalty. You know what I'm saying? I probably would have done the same thing. I'm not gonna hold you because it's like you went crazy, bro. I'm doing business with this dude, and you want me to have you on my nah, bro. Nah, I'm good.
You would have did what Special did?
No, I would have done what Dave did.
Oh, okay,
Took him
gotcha,
off the
okay.
song.
Yeah.
I mean, nah, you OD.
Too far.
When you rectify that situation, then we could do something else. But
If he does.
yeah,
Maybe.
if
I was
you
about
do.
to say.
That's what I'm saying. If you're gonna
Sometimes,
go that big, like Kendrick and Drake went each other, but they were the
yeah.
two
And
biggest
they
in the
made
game.
crazy money off of it.
Yeah,
too.
and they every time they came out with a new go back and forth each other with a new track, they were bangers.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
this
Yeah,
doesn't
they were
sound
great. They were great.
doesn't sound like it.
Yeah, he
Really?
dropped, like I was at the crib like, yo, wait, no. Drake dropped,
Yeah,
Kendrick
yeah,
dropped
yeah,
an hour
yeah,
later.
yeah, yeah.
I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
wait.
Yeah,
It was the most
an
iconic.
exciting time.
Oh
Yeah.
my!
It
Me
was
and
an
my
exciting time.
dude, my group checks, I couldn't even keep
Yeah.
up with. They made so much money reviewing all that, bro. That battle, I loved it. I loved it.
But Bells, what'd you think about Dave East and Harry Fraud?
I love Dave East's voice.
You attracted to him, or you like his music?
No, I love his voice.
Okay.
It's okay to be attracted to
No,
yeah, a
she's-
lot of women love Dave East.
I think
You
what's
know that.
happening
Oh, I
is
mean
she's
it.
not a huge fan of this album. She's looking for the positive things to say first.
Yeah, don't curve your opinion. though.
He's a handsome man and he has a great voice. I
Not a fan?
appreciated the production more than anything.
Okay.
Right? I don't listen to Davey, so I don't even know it. We've rated one project of
So he
his,
bores
right? He doesn't bore me especially, but I think the content, like for me, I always say this, I can listen to something actively and ingest it, but I'm not moved by anything. I don't have any sort of like, there's no relatability for me. You know, as far
not
as
your
Can
cup
I
of tea.
ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do you think the producer was better than the performer? Because if we're talking about like all the every track on this album sounded different, right?
Yeah.
It sounded unique, it sounded interesting and
Yeah.
different. Whereas the other album we're talking about sounded like a singer-songwriter who created everything, was engaged.
Yeah.
So that might lead to be like the producer on this album is obviously more experienced, right?
Absolutely.
Right.
And might have like a better like range to put in, but you might be missing the heart because you guys both obviously relate a lot to that first one. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Am I stretching?
no.
I think that's a good angle.
I just the only songs that I honestly like felt anything about was Life Cycle. Pretty much just Life Cycle.
Well, the word she said
Right.
was relatability. She
Yeah.
can't relate to knocking out blocks, run up
No,
on my
I
man, hit him with the ox,
can't.
and my other man, he shot him down a block, and it is what it is. She
Yeah.
can't
You know,
relate.
and I think that's funny because you can't relate to nothing Nice was saying on his
No,
project either, but
it
you know
doesn't-
Nice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the differentiator.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you know dude, you know what I'm saying? And you've
Yeah.
been in the
Oh,
same
good.
group with him. But I get it. I mean, you know, I think a lot of women would feel the same way. And I'm not just saying it just because you're a woman, but like,
Yeah.
I'm just saying it like, you know,
Yeah.
relatability wise,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
you're just not
It
there.
is what it is.
But you
That's
know,
why I say like,
but you like the man's voice.
I do.
Yeah.
I do like. I like him
So,
too as a person.
If he
like
hit you up
so,
like, yeah, good morning.
he would not do that. First,
You want me to
of
FaceTime?
all.
You want me to
No,
FaceTime
I
40?
saw you
No,
when
no,
you
no,
was
no.
yawning. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what's funny? He's actually said in the album, "Girls be in my face staring at me, but they don't know
No,
I'm,
that he's
I'm
mean.
rude. I'm
Or
rude." No,
something
he
like
said
that.
I'm
Oh, he's
rude.
rude. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been around him. He's actually not Hollywood. He's super cool.
Yeah.
He'll chop it up with you, but he a crip. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
And he's also
he
an
gonna stand
ex-basketball
on it.
player,
He
right?
gonna
Yeah.
stand. I mean, a basketball player.
Ex-basketball players have this this ego.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Oh.
And because you got to think about
They
it.
were
Like,
stars in the
yeah,
neighborhood.
they were always
Yeah,
being
yeah.
told that
Yeah.
they're gonna be somebody. So
Yeah.
like it goes to their head a little.
But he was actually tall and a fly gangster
Yeah.
dude. Like it wasn't fake hype. Like
Right.
yeah. What do you think about the album?
I liked it.
Okay.
I liked it. I thought it was a good album. I didn't like the only song that I really didn't like was "No One Like You" with Susie. Like that shit was terrible. I heard the hook and like you know how like you hear a song for the first time and you're like, I'm gonna come back to this because this
Yeah.
ain't doing something to me.
Yeah.
And I heard it for a second time on the way here and I was like, I'm with my wife and I'm like, that song is terrible, dog. And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, like it's just not a good hook.
Yeah.
The hook was bad.
Which song?
No One Like You with
There's no
Susie.
song with the female.
The girl
feature.
singing on the hook, like it's just.
Well, I'm gonna tell you.
it just was bad.
Back to what I said. I wasn't in love with a lot of the features. Benny's feature was cool.
Yeah, Benny.
Every time I heard East, I enjoyed it, but the
Nah.
features was a little lackluster. Besides
Yeah.
Benny,
Yeah.
and it happens.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the Hustle in My Nature joint was cool. You know, Snoop Dogg is Snoop Dogg. Like
Yeah.
when people have Snoop Dogg on records now, it's not because it's gonna be a mind.
It's because it's Snoop
No.
Dogg.
It's because it's Snoop Dogg. It's OG status.
And
Yeah,
they both
it's just-
cuz. They
Right,
both crip.
right,
You know what I mean? They
right.
share the
So-
same rag. So
Right. So
You
it's
know?
like, you know, when you was like, yeah, but that
Yeah.
would do. Me
He can say
and
whatever
you.
he wants.
You know what I'm saying? Like he literally can do that. And it's like, yeah, Snoop. Like, right? You were like, what you gonna say? Like, nah, Snoop, like, give me that 1, 2, 3 into the 4.
Right.
Like, you know,
But that's when he had to like climb.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
like,
He had to like prove himself.
But Snoop has climb, and then just stalemated.
I know. Well, he's got a cooking show with
Like,
Martha
you
Stewart.
know,
You're like, at
Right.
what point do we want to be like,
Well,
hey man,
Yeah.
But don't you think like there's an element of like celebrity that if you took that away, you gave it to someone else who's not a celebrity yet, it's going to give you something?
Oh, absolutely.
Like that's just going to pop, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what Snoop does. We're going to love it. I love the song.
Of course, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He didn't stalemate. Music changes every so many years. The sound changes. You know what I'm saying? So he got older, music changed. So I wouldn't say he got stale.
My man turned into a Bubba Clot a few years ago. He was Snoop Lion.
Yeah.
Okay?
I mean, you know.
My man be doing whatever the fuck he want. And nobody
just
batted an
chilling.
eye.
Nah.
Like Snoop Dogg wants to do a reggae album, do the fucking reggae album, right?
Cultural
Let me
icon.
do it, you know what I'm saying? Fuck it. He don't even have 1% of Jamaican blood, bro. But he was like, let's do it. Let's fucking do
One of
it.
the most famous rappers ever. You know, you get to the top, it's like, you know, like me, man. If I got crazy rich, there's no telling what I might start wearing.
Yeah,
I might just kill a dog and wear the dog. I don't.
Damn minute.
Okay,
I don't-
to wear it.
He's
To wear it.
outrageous.
Okay, to wear it.
He's outrageous.
You know, now that he said wear it, I'm okay with that.
Dude, hold on,
But you
hold on,
killing
hold
a
on,
dog
hold on,
for
hold
no
on,
reason is
hold on,
crazy.
hold on, hold on.
Well, I mean, he might have just hit him
Lady
on the head.
Gaga wore a dress made of pure meat.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Like, this is America. This is
Yeah.
America. We can do whatever the fuck we want in the land of the proud.
She be going gaga, bro.
Yeah.
But
Like,
anyway,
yeah.
man, let's
So
talk
I'm just
about
saying,
that.
the higher you get, the more extreme you start to explore. You want to be Snoop Lion. You want to, after a while, like, Diddy, he wants baby oil.
Hey, yo,
you know,
chill
like,
Wow. So
No,
All right, let's talk about
I
the
just
review.
want to say though, overall, it's a well-rounded project.
oh, she's
Content-wise,
sugar on it.
I can't relate.
It's
No,
just
it's
not
not
for you.
sugar. I'm just being
You said
honest.
it.
Like,
We heard
I
you.
can say that for what it is, it's good for what it is. It's just not for me.
Right.
You
And that's
understand what I'm
okay.
saying?
We heard you.
That's
There's
okay.
one song on there that I was like, oh, I really like this song. You know what I'm saying? And it's only because it's like, I can relate to that. I can connect with
It was
that.
classic Dave
Yeah.
East. Like it was Dave East with top tier production from Harry Fraud. Like Harry Fraud carried the album in my opinion.
Mobb Deep, Davies, Benny the But you know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
You know what you came here for. We make pasta. If you want pasta, cool. If you don't, go next door and buy a hot dog. Buy a glizzy.
Buy a glizzy.
Yeah, it is what it is.
All right, man. Out of 5 red cups, Dave East and Harry Fraud, Price of Pain. We gave this one 4.4.
Wow.
Shout out to Dave East. You see, and it's funny because I thought when I did the averages, the numbers were going to be like staggeringly different. But hey, shout out Dave East and Harry Fraud.
You know what I love about that is that the first one was a 4.1, but you guys were way clearly more passionate about that, and this is a 4.4, less passionate. But like sometimes something can just be bright and shiny and isn't going to be the thing you want. You want the thing that's got like grit to it and is a little unfinished and a little raw. Like,
I wasn't
The scores are based off of 5 things, right? So
tell me.
Yeah.
lyricism, engineering, production, cohesion, authenticity.
That makes sense.
Right? So we can feel how we feel in other dimensions out of that 5 pillars. But it comes down to those 5 pillars.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So like sometimes it's unfair. Like, you
Right,
know,
right.
Yeah.
And then you because I love Nice. You know what I mean? I'll listen to
Yeah,
Nice.
I get it.
I'd rather actually listen to Nice and Davies, maybe because I know him personally.
Yeah.
I don't
for
know.
sure.
But
I know that.
But musically, out of those 5 pillars, Davies is always going to score higher than
It's
that.
like 10
I
other
rated-
people that are scoring. It's not just us, like the 4 of us.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I rated Nice 3.5. I rated Dave East 4.0. I know them both, right? I think there's an element when you're hearing a song where someone says something and you're from the town and you could be like, okay, you could kind of picture what they're saying and how it happened,
Yeah.
how they went
For
through
sure.
it because, from the
Yeah, I
town.
get
So,
it.
I mean, it's just, it is what it is. We're going to move on to your segment.
It's everything about Jay, man.
How
that quickly?
yeah.
Now, Jay, no, real
All
quick,
right.
for the people who don't know who you are, right?
Yeah.
Because our audience might be a little different from your audience. Let them know who you are, what you do, what you represent.
I'm a stand-up comedian, writer, director, and I act sometimes. I don't act as much anymore, but it started with comedy, and I realized directing is what I love. But I tour to do stand-up, and I love to write. I love words.
Word.
You know what I mean? That's why I like when we're talking about it. But yeah, comedian would be my, I guess, what it would be.
Yeah, that's the main
Joy
thing.
giver. I like to bring joy, but I like to do stand-up with a purpose. You know what I mean? I like it to have like something underneath the fact that we're all laughing, you know?
Yeah.
I hear this thing lately that everyone's like, well, people just want comedy to escape. They want to escape their life. And I'm like, no.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah, I want to talk about my
You can
life.
escape like through laughter, but you should also be like walking away with something.
Yeah.
You know, like I want there to be something.
Substance.
Yeah, for me.
With that being said, you have something you want to say?
I was because I wanted to pick because you mentioned Will Smith earlier.
Yeah.
And I wanted to piggyback off of that because you're a comedian, right?
Yeah.
Did you not agree with what Chris Rock did on stage?
I have no idea, to be honest, because here's the deal. I grew up, the first stand-up show I ever saw, I was 10, I saw Cosby. Then I listened to Eddie Murphy at a camp that these kids had, the tape, it was my mom's camp that she ran. And then I saw Rock when I was 21. Those are the three stand-ups I was ever introduced to before I did stand-up. I had never seen any other stand-up. And I loved Will Smith as a kid, man. At Fresh
Who
Prince.
doesn't love Will Smith?
Yeah, and so like it was the weirdest fucking thing. And I just think like even when we're talking about that dude who got canceled essentially or blackballed, yeah, I just don't think you need to do anything. I think Rock was making a joke.
Right.
I'd have to go back and like re-listen to it.
He
I don't
said
know
something
what
about
Will Smith was
G.I.
doing.
Jane,
Yeah,
I don't
like,
think it
in
was
her
the same
being-
thing.
But does she have why she have no hair?
I don't know if she shaved it or what because
But like
I'm not sure if she has an underlying condition, but I honestly don't think that
It
there was
didn't deserve
malicious
that.
intent.
I don't think
there.
it did. Especially they should know I'm guessing they're tight.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
gotta know each other.
But then-
So Will's got something else going. It just
Yeah,
seems like
'cause-
you guys. Yo, I saw one of the funniest comedians I've ever seen the other day. I can't remember his name. He's from Tennessee, and he did this joke about his dad hitting him with a belt when he was a kid. And he goes, one time he was hit me so bad. He goes, I grabbed the belt, and I was like, hold on. He's like, I'm gonna let you hit me. He goes, but this feels like it's more about you than it is about me. And I couldn't believe it. He was so funny. I wish I could remember his name right now. But anyway, that's what that was.
Yeah.
That was more about Will had something going on.
Yeah.
I don't really care about like that drama. That just had something to do with him, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Chris deserved that.
I don't think so.
No.
Either. And honestly, if you did, I saw it. She was kind of laughing at first. Will was laughing at first, and she
Yes.
kind of cut him this look.
And then he's like, oh, I
Then
should
he
do
was like,
something.
You know what?
100%.
said?
Yeah, of course.
She was like, "This would have never happened if Tupac were here." That's what happened.
Yeah, let me tell you something. It's just it's what you call a bitch move. You have been talked about by everybody.
Yeah.
You pick a dude that you know is not gonna do anything. If LL Cool J said that same identical thing and was standing on that stage,
Right.
nowhere on God's green earth you walking up to LL or Ice-T or Ice Cube
Will would
and
have
doing
smacked
that.
himself.
Oh yeah, it was.
Come
It
on,
was-
Jay, that's just not.
yeah.
Come on, Jade, I'm a
Not that
bitch.
deep.
Yeah.
Jay, it's not that deep, girl. Like it's just a joke.
Yeah. So that's Will like.
He's like, "Look at all those muscles.
G.I. Jane's a strong woman. Come on.
I will say,
It's funny. Look at those muscles.
I think Chris handled it exceptionally.
Oh, yeah.
No, he did.
Like in the moment, like
Yeah, in the moment,
you know,
yeah.
I mean, God knows, I don't know how anyone would react to that. That was crazy.
Yeah, he
His
handled
brother
it
was not
crazy
happy about
well.
that at all.
Which one? Tony?
Tony, yeah. He's like, man,
Well, I mean,
he wouldn't have done it to
I
Tony.
the
love Tony
reaction
Rock.
was, "Wow, Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me,"
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that was classic
Yeah.
Chris Rock.
yeah.
I was like, "Damn, this kind of feels like it's a part of the show."
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he took that shit on the chin
With
and
grace.
And he took that hit.
Yeah,
He had to have been stinging.
yeah, bro. He had to be.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
I think what I didn't like about that moment was after the fact, like when Will went to accept his award, and he's like, yeah, like, what did he say? I think Denzel gave him some piece of advice. He's like, when you're, I don't remember the quote, but he said something about the devil coming in and trying. I'm like, dude, just own up to the fact that like you had a moment. You know what I'm
that
saying?
was like, that's
You-
not what I meant by that.
It's like you had a moment. Everybody's literally having a human experience, and sometimes you just do things that are not necessarily, you know, logical in the moment, and you reacted emotionally, or you know, you were prompted by however your wife looked at you, and you felt like you needed to do something, and that's what it is. But everything,
And you were completely unhinged.
yeah.
That
So,
part.
Jay,
Yeah.
how was it growing up with your mom and grandma and not your dad? And where was your dad?
He was the town over.
So you grew up in Stoneham.
Yeah, I grew up in Stoneham. He grew up. He was in the town over and just like stopped having anything to do with us. But I didn't know any different. You know that thing that thing in life when you grow up inside a house and you're like, oh, this is what normal is, and then it's not till like usually college where you meet people and they're like, what?
Yeah.
No, that's not supposed to go down like that.
Like,
or you go to another friend's house and you're like, oh, this is how you do it. So like, you know, it was just normal for me to
it was normal until you knew it wasn't.
I knew there was. I was always like, we were all a little fucked up because we were like, why is he not here?
Yeah.
And then, you know, you get a single mom trying to juggle 4 kids. So then like your grandmother's there every day and she cooks the food you come home to, and then your mom's like, you know, so you just kind of like start surviving. And I wouldn't be who I was if I didn't have that whole upbringing. And then you go through like these phases, you get older, you're like, the whole time you're like, F my dad. And then you get healthier. And then you're like, wait a minute, what about my mom? Like, what was her deal? Why was that? Like I said to my mom today, I go, you know what never happened? You never ever said, hey, you should call your dad. You never on his birthday were like, hey, did you call your dad on his birthday? Like that was never something. Whereas like, you know, now that I'm a co-parent, I'm like forefront of like, hey, text your mom right now. Give your mom a call. Have you checked with mom? And you know, there's ways around it.
I think it's a little different though, right? Because there's a weird space that you get put in as a mom when it's a dad who just kind of just doesn't show enough interest in the child. Or I mean, I don't know your situation, but like there are some times where it's like mom may have tried that for a while and then she just got tired.
Yeah. Oh, there's definitely a double standard with what women. First of all, we put a double standard on women. Like you have to. I thought about this today. If there's a couple, if there's a single guy and you go, do you want to have kids? Like, I don't know. You'd be like, yeah, I get that. If it's a woman, you're like, do you want to have kids? Like, I don't know. They're like, ooh, what's wrong with her?
Right. That's a thing.
Having the ability to make a human, which only a woman can do with the help of a man.
Right.
You think they all of a sudden need to be a mom?
Right.
Or they know anything about being you know what I mean? It's like it's a horrible standard.
Yeah.
So for me, it was just what it was. And we had my mom was like crazy artistic. So like, you know, we would like go to the symphony, we would go to the ballet, we would go to museums. My neighbor used to joke my mom had champagne taste on a beer budget. You know what I mean? Like we had nothing, but she would find ways to like get creative. Classical music all the time, no cable television, no call waiting. It was like you just like I mean,
that's so crazy how like call waiting was a thing to have back then. Right?
Dude.
Ain't that some shit?
You know what? I was with friends the other night, and he was talking. He had like this presentation at work, and he was talking about like all the things that were invented in Boston because there's so many things, and the microwave was one of them. And I go, "You tell me the microwave was invented in Boston? We didn't even have a microwave?"
No, that's gangster. But you know what's funny about like parent relationships? When I became an adult, I realized why my father left my mom. She's fucking nuts, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, hey.
You know what's funny?
You know what I mean?
was literally sitting here and I'm saying to myself, sometimes, you know, moms always paint, your dad don't want to be here. Your dad's this. Sometimes dad's like, yo, your mom's a coconut. And hold on, you could defend women later.
That's kind of crazy.
Just peep game. Because my parents been married 42 years. They counsel couples. My brother's an attorney. His wife's a judge. I grew up in hair salons and barbershops. My mother owned 4 hair salons and barbershops. I've seen everything. Anything you could think of, from people getting shot, running in the shop, couples coming in looking for the husband, hiding people in my mom's office. Like, this isn't my opinion. Yeah, this ain't my opinion. You know what I mean? You talking to a guy that's seen everything but Jesus and a fish drown. So what I'm saying is, many times, right, the dad leaves because it's like, bro, she pushed me away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so there's 2 sides of the coin. Sometimes dudes are deadbeat, and sometimes mom's a whack job.
Yeah.
So we don't know how
and sometimes the mom's a deadbeat and the dad's a whack job.
Right. 2 things can be true at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
But no, I hear you. And
either way,
it's like there was never an answer for any of me and my siblings about why it was what it was, or what he was, or what he was up against. And so I went through the process of finally like forgiving him in my own way, and then forgiving my mom in a way of being like, she had a lot on her plate. Like, we were with her the whole week, and I kept telling my kids every day, thanks for being patient with grandma. Thanks for being patient. And then I would say to them, and do do me a favor. If I'm getting impatient, remind me to be patient, because I want to just do it for her, because I'm like, man, if I was single at 27 with 4 kids, I mean,
That's insane.
let's get real.
Yeah, that's rough.
That's the reason why I
Shout
asked
out
that.
to my dudes.
The reason why I asked that question, because a lot of times I like to figure out who were you before you became that person. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just jump into what you do now, but you were a whole, there's a lot of years before you became the guy. So,
Oh no, I was this guy because it was like, that was the whole thing, because there was so much unsafety in our house. Like you always felt unsafe. You were like, my thing was like, oh, I'll create comedy to try to keep things light, so it didn't have to get like a little out of control. I think that's a lot of comedians will all have some
they
shit.
take their pain and turn it into pleasure.
Yeah, so that's what I would do. But then I would also like make sure that she was okay, and then try to make this and try to keep everything light. You say, how do you wake up at 1 out of 10? I wake up at a 10 because it's kind of my job.
You choose to be.
What you came from.
I choose to, yeah.
So you, go ahead.
Yeah.
Wait, before we go, because I just need to address the fact that he told me that I
Defend
can
women later. Go ahead. Do your thing. Go ahead and
It's
cook.
not about defending women. The thing is, the statement that you made and the way that you made it made women sound like a monolith, which we're not. So that's what that was. I'm fully aware that men are also not a monolith either. Like, not all men are the same, not all women are the same. But the way you said moms always, and it's like, well, no.
What I say? Mom, what did I say?
Moms
Quote
always
me.
kind of paint the dad as, and it's like, no, not all
In that
moms.
scenario, specifically, they always do. I don't mean they
Some
always
moms.
do.
In my
What
house,
does monolith
in my
mean?
house, it was. My mom
Yeah.
would talk very negatively
I'm a little
about my
slow.
dad.
And-
But I know that there's a lot of I know there's a lot of households where the mom who's there still, does not. They're like, this is for the kid's sake, and I'm just going to say good things. So it can be, it can be anything.
Yeah, my mom never did that. My mom never bad talked my mom, and I mean my dad. And later in life, I found out some things that I was like, my dad.
Yeah.
But she allowed us to grow up just loving him for who we
for
saw
sure.
him as. You
For
know
sure.
what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's why
I think there's a world that we need to normalize the idea more that there can be really great dads.
Yeah.
And that we need to normalize the idea that not every woman wants to or needs to be a mom.
That is true.
That
is
That's
true.
all.
Yeah, I don't want to be
How
a
long were you
dad.
married for before you got divorced?
See, I was
Son
gonna.
of a bitch.
You,
What?
no, hold on.
can't come back,
Hold on. He went through divorce during pandemic, but before you go there, I want to ask you something. You went to school and got an English degree. Is that where you learned how to speak English?
No.
What?
Hey, yo, hold up. What?
How can anyone go from like some of like the things he says are like prolific, and then he says shit like this, and you're like,
Yo,
what
the fuck are you talking
Hit
about?
the guns. Let me get some guns.
I think English might have made him a great writer.
how's your sister a lawyer?
You gotta
and
let
you fucking drop
you
it?
gotta let this man answer the question. You got an English
I
degree.
almost fucking choked up my drink.
Good.
Like if I could go back, I never would have went to college. I liked college, but like I wish I just like had. It was such a pressure. My mom was like, everyone's going to college. There's no choice.
Yeah.
That's what you do. So like, I'm like, all right. So I graduated college with like 23 grand in debt from Jump Street. You know what I mean?
That's
Which
it.
was
That's light, buddy.
like back then, you know what I mean? Like college back then, my school was, I think,
In the
20,
1900s
21 a
and shit.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like 21 a year with everything.
21 a year? Oh my God.
Yeah, but you
know.
gotta
These
understand.
students now would love that.
But back then,
Bro.
it equaled out because
Yeah,
that was mad bread
Inflation,
then. Yeah, of
inflation.
And then
course.
like, but so I had all student loans and I think we got some money.
And you didn't get a job with your degree. All you did was learn how to speak English.
That's it.
Well, that's not what English
Hey,
degree
listen,
is.
let me cook.
not
Don't,
okay.
don't,
Keep
let
going.
me,
You ain't cooking. You're prepping right now.
yeah, let me do my thing. Don't correct my shit.
I was married for 9 years.
9 years. So
9
what'd you
years.
do to fuck it up?
No, I was going to ask, her fault or yours?
No, I don't think there was any fault. I think
Yeah.
we just weren't the right people. I definitely think that I had things from my childhood that were unaddressed that like after that I'm like, oh shit, like I have to uncover more. Even though I've been in therapy for years and years,
Yeah.
I always think you need to see your side of the street regardless of what someone else is doing. So I had shit I need to work on, which I've done a lot of work on. At the same time, at our core, we're great friends. I enjoy her heavily. We joke around a lot. We love our kids to the moon, and she's like the most relatable person on the earth to me because no one loves my kids as much as she does,
Right.
So we have that, but when it came to us being partners, we just we overlook things. And someone who comes from the product of divorce, I always thought like, oh, I'm never getting divorced. I looked at divorce as the negative word, and it's not a negative word. It's the way in which you approach divorce, which is negative. For me, people who come from divorce will stay in relationships because they're afraid of repeating what their parents did. When the truth is, like, there are smaller things people should get divorced for before waiting for like a gigantic thing. You know what I mean? Like, if you have someone that like you don't vibe with, like you just don't have similar interests, and they like, this isn't a part, like politics, that you should just be like, oh, this is never gonna work. But people are like, well, I just love them and I want to, I don't know. I just think that sometimes it's okay to get divorced because there's things that just don't work. You should feel happy every day.
But isn't that crazy how that works though? Like how like y'all are such great friends and it just didn't work romantically.
Yeah, of course.
Like that's a wild concept because I hear it a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I hear that concept a lot, and it blows my mind. But hey, same thing with my parents. They they was all right when they weren't together. You know what I'm saying? But when they were together.
Well, also, if you go into like the 5 pillars you talk about when you're breaking down the music, take the 5 pillars of like a relationship. You're going to have like friendship, intimacy, values, like whatever the things are. If you don't have one of those things clicking, you're not going to buy that album.
Right.
So if you don't have one of those things clicking, why are you going to spend your rest of your life with one person when you're like, I really like how that person acts in a relationship?
Right.
I think it's also just easier for you to like agree to disagree with your friends rather than someone who's living in the home with you and you gotta be with them a majority of the time. Like,
I gotta have sex with this person. Like, yeah.
You
know what I'm saying?
So it's like,
and this bitch voted for this motherfucker, right? Like, you know what I'm
Well,
saying?
that was never us for sure.
Yeah.
We aligned politically for sure.
Right.
But yes, not only that, like, just like, what if you have certain sexual kinks and your partner's not into it?
That's what I was gonna go to. You gotta have a certain amount of lust in your relationship. If you look at Rihanna and ASAP Rocky, the main thing everyone keeps saying, man, they must be doing it. Basically, the quality of the sex speaks to how you feel outside the bedroom. Yeah. I like you so much that you kind of just fall into kissing. You kind of fall into just being so that's like the zenith of like, I like you, right? I like you so much, I'm gonna tongue kiss you in the airport. But when that, like me and my ex, we were so synchronized that the cup boiled over and we just had to be kissy and we don't care who's around. So once you lose that lust, lust in a marriage is not negative because your face looks crazy right now.
Well, no, I'm just saying once you lose the lust, it's like, ugh. Because
lust in a marriage is healthy. Lust outside a relationship, that's when it becomes negative.
Yeah,
so
you have to. If I could say one thing to, like, if there were couples, I never put as much value on sex because I grew up in a very Catholic household where sex was basically
Catholics don't like to fuck.
No, it was
marriage. Well,
you understand. My mom divorced at 27, never dated, never remarried.
Oh, damn.
Then my grandmother, my grandfather was never with anyone else. She had 2 sisters. They never ever were with anyone. They were like spinsters. You know what I mean? So like in our house, it was like sex was this dirty thing. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And the bottom line is, if you have sex with your wife, what are you getting mad about?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
You're both happy. Sex is a fucking
I've never
blast,
seen no one
man.
mad while getting a blowjob. I'm fucking great.
No one's
Like,
mad
I've never been mad while getting a BJ. Like,
Nope.
if you can stay mad while getting head, you are Jeffrey Dahmer 2.0.
If the living room's a fucking mess and you just fucked, who gives a
I
shit?
don't even
The
care.
2 of you will come on like, should we clean this
Like,
together?
not now.
That's what you would do.
I might just throw a T-shirt in there just for a little razzle dazzle.
Razzle dazzle.
Fuck it. Here's another one.
Yeah, so if you can find that, like, but I just think a lot of people are like, well, it is what it is, and I'm just going to stay in my relationship anyway.
Yeah. I've heard of like couples who kind of the marriage is like awful, but they stay until their kids turn 18 and go to college, and then they're like, oh, finally.
That is in some
not
couples.
bad.
Yeah.
That is a lot.
It's not bad.
And life is harder single when you're co-parents because everything's just doubled. You're like all your fees are doubled. But like when you have a healthy co-parent, that's why I say divorce used to be this gross word to me, and now I'm like, no, it can be this great thing. My kids are so supported, and they know that their parents support each other. you know, I do this joke. I'm like, when my ex, I built our bed. We had this bed. I made it out of reclaimed wood. I designed the whole thing. It was rad. And after we divorced, like 8 months in or 6 months in, she's like, hey, I think I'm gonna get rid of that bed. Would you mind taking, you know, because it was huge. And I was like, yeah, I'll come take care of it. And she's like, all right. And I got there and there were boxes for her new bed. And I was like, oh, I go, do you want me to put that together after? And she's like, you don't have to. I go, I don't mind. Like, my kids are all, and they're all right. So I take apart the bed, and then I'm building a new bed. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? She's like, gonna be fucking dudes on this bed. But it wasn't about me. It was about them seeing their parents supporting each other.
Right.
And that's all that matters to them, you know?
I think divorce is nasty. You just learn how to cope with it. It's like when you're breaking up with a girl and you love, I done it. When I'm breaking, like, if, say I lost the girl I really like, right? And dude, I would lick her pinky toe. I love her so much. But I've tried to get her back 50 times and I can't. So you know what I do? You know what? In the morning? No, I've never stalked, right? But I'm being dead serious. I'll just be like, you know what? She did look a little funny in the morning. Like, you know, I just start making up shit.
Now you start poking holes in her whole being.
I'm like, you know what? That time her breath stink at the movies? Like, you know, and then you just, you work your way through it. Like, I really didn't need her.
Yeah.
You know, so it just sounds like you're just like, you know what? Divorce isn't all that bad. But really and truly, who the fuck wants to be like, I'll be with you forever and then be like, nah. So, you know, but we learn how to cope. And I think that's just a coping mechanism. Maybe. Mr. Larson. So here's my thing.
Mr. Larson. You sound like a principal right now, bro.
I'll be Mr. Larson.
I would ask you played basketball in college. What happened?
Baseball.
Well, tell Wikipedia to get that shit right.
I was about to say basketball sounds
Wikipedia. Hey, Wiki.
Why? You ain't think he can play basketball?
No.
What you trying to say?
White men can't jump?
I'm just saying. Basketball sounded a little
what you mean?
unrealistic.
First of all, I never should have played baseball in college. I should have just let it go and stopped living the glory days to try and like be something. We're Division II and we weren't good. And I was like I said, I wish I never went to college, moved to LA, and just started getting into business and learning. Because I'm a hands-on learner. Nothing you're going to teach me. I could have learned more being on set, get people's coffee. And just seeing how things work and being around comedians and writers and directors. Yeah. But I like baseball and it was fun, but like I wish that I had just done college a different way than I did it.
Yeah. Wikipedia, get that right.
What position you play?
I played outfield and I pitched.
Okay. Were you good?
You did not sound enthused.
No, it was Division II.
What do you mean, bro? Just because you was Division II doesn't mean you weren't good.
Well, how fast was your fastball? That's the real question.
Oh, well, that's why I didn't. I maybe 78.
Oh yeah, you trash.
No,
you were garbage.
I told you,
trash.
I never said I was great.
I'm just letting you know you were trash. That's cool. It's cool. Acceptance is a good thing.
I went 3 for 3 against Dartmouth freshman year with a triple. I hit home runs in Florida. You know, I had moments, but I was not
good.
That's what I'm saying. At some point, you got to let go. St. Anselm College. It's in Manchester, New Hampshire.
St. Anselm?
St. Anselm. St. A's.
Hey.
You know that school? Yeah.
Hey,
I went there. I took my kids on last week, and one of my old professors, I told him we're coming. He met us, took us through the humanities building. It was awesome.
Oh, that's dope.
So you said you would kill a family of 4 to be 35 again.
Mm-hmm.
I want to ask, would you drink your own piss to be 25 again?
I've drank my own piss, so I don't care.
Hit the gun. Have you really?
Yeah, I have.
Why?
They say that there's a lot of nutritional value in it.
Well, that's not what I was doing.
Why did you do it?
What the fuck were you doing?
I used to have
nutritional value in weight.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There was in college. For a summer job. I had a painting business. I painted houses.
Yeah.
And so like I hired my friends and they all worked and we like painted houses for the summer. And I was like showing up to the job site and I saw in the shade of my friend's truck he had an apple juice. And I was like, look, he's trying to hide the apple juice and keep it in the shade. And I popped it and it was pee.
Whose pee?
His. Oh, yeah, that's right. It wasn't mine.
I was about
Good
to
point.
say, buddy, that wasn't
Noted.
even your piss.
Yeah. So I walk around the back and they're all painting the house. I go, hey, Thompson. I go, what was that underneath your car as I'm getting the hose out? And he goes, shut up. And I was like, yep. And then I used to do a joke about it. I'm like, here's the thing about urine in your mouth. When it's in your mouth, it's in your mouth. There's nothing you can do about it. What are you going to do? Like overreact?
Spit it out, right?
Of course. I didn't swish it around. I didn't gargle with it.
I didn't know how thirsty you were. I just
No.
You know what's funny about this? I actually could tell you why that happened. That's
Why?
crazy. I'm going to tell you why that happened, Mr. Larson.
What do you telling? What do you
I'm
mean?
gonna tell you.
I just told you
Look,
how
I'm
it
going
happened.
to tell you why it happened.
Okay.
Can I? So listen to this.
Scientifically speaking.
I want you to hear this. Listen to this.
I like those little simple things, man. Those little simple things. Like stealing. I like to steal. But only from friends. Only from friends.
Wait, what?
You think because I was trying to steal from him?
No. So here's the thing. Do you believe in what's meant to be will be and fate?
I think it's already rewritten before you even go to it.
You are fucking smart as shit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know what rhymes with Larson?
Arson.
Larceny.
Larceny. Well, it doesn't rhyme.
So the
with it,
fact
but-
that you, my way.
Larson is in
And
Larson.
so what I'm
It's my
telling you
way.
is
Cam Newton.
the fact that you like to fucking steal is why you end up
Oh, I
drinking that
love
piss,
stealing, yeah.
Mr. Larceny.
Good point. And I
That
don't regret
is
it.
exactly
I don't regret
why that moment happened.
This guy.
it. Nah. Whatever.
You don't go
So
get it in
it-
your mouth like.
It was almost written with your last name.
So you ain't smell it before you drank it? Like
Nah,
before?
man.
Well-
Summer.
And then also, right? Like if they drink a lot of water, it might not be as.
But you're
yellow
also
as-
your mind tells you what it is before you do it. My
before you
mind
do
said
it.
it was apple juice.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a second before you're like, oh no,
It's
not apple juice.
Not apples
you
at
know?
all.
How'd you feel after? Because in Dumb and Dumber, do you remember when he drunk the piss? And he's like,
Yeah.
the cop. He
That's
said,
Harlan
"Get
Williams,
the
right?
fuck."
No.
They got pulled
Was that
over,
Harlan Williams?
and
That
he
was Harlan
said,
Williams.
"Give me the beer from the thing." He said, "You don't want to do that." He said, "Shut up and give me the beer." And he took it and he drunk it. He,
Yeah.
Drinking some of Daddy's old cough syrup or whatever he says.
he
Yeah.
said, "Get the fuck out of here." You didn't have any of that, huh? You
No.
just liked it. You're a freak.
I never said I liked it. I just said it happened.
But you didn't. Yeah.
I don't
He wants you
get
to
too
be more
emotional or
repulsed.
react to things, huh?
So,
He wants you to be more repulsed as you're telling your story.
Yeah. Well, but it's fine.
so the answer is yes. You would drink your own piss to be 25 again.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
There we go. Hit
Be
the guns.
25, 20. Yeah.
What would you do over, like, if you could change one past or two or three, whatever, moments in your life, you're 25 again, what would you do differently?
I probably wouldn't have become a comedian. I would have just been the funny guy with everybody else. It's so much easier.
And bit
I
join
would
the
have
union
become
and brick?
an architect or a
Oh,
landscape designer.
See, I said union.
I literally said this to my friend. We're swimming in Boston Harbor today.
Yeah.
And I'm looking over at this like park that he pointed out earlier. I'm like, God, look how gorgeous that park is. Like, look at that wall, this beautiful wall. And he goes, I know. I go, you want to make a deal with me right now? He goes, sure. I go, do you believe in like quantum jumping and like the fact that your past, present, future are all happening at the same time?
Quantum
He's
leap.
like, yeah. I go, then let's just agree. Let's go back to 18. Let's go find a park together and let's go shake hands and say that we will become landscape designers together and have our own thing. And he's like, all right. So
So walk me through this swimming in Boston Harbor shit, right? Because that, like, you walked in and you said that, and you was like, that has to be some of the whitest shit that I could
it just
possibly
seems. I mean, everybody out there was white.
well, duh, right?
And, you
because
know.
it's like, why the fuck were you? What part? Like, what part of Boston Harbor was you in? Because I think some parts
East
are
Boston.
murkier than. Oh my god,
East Boston.
Yeah, we're in East Boston.
Boston,
But it's in this like it's right next to the airport. It is there is a shuttle to the airport. You know where you know at like Logan where you like go to like, I mean, you guys probably never have to rent a car, but when you go to car return, there's a gas station
Yeah, I
you can
know.
fill up before.
Yeah.
Right behind there. That's
Wow.
where we were. And
That's
there's this like,
Swimming.
but he's got this like there's like they call, I don't know what the name. It's like the East Boston Yacht Club. It ain't a yacht club, but there's some boats and we just sat on the end of the dock and then like we dove in. There was this other family there, and I'm just like, my mom said to me the other day, she's like, you know what it is about you? You live life.
Yeah.
You don't just do life, you live it. You camp, you explore. I'm a when in Rome guy. Like that's all I ever say to my
Yeah.
kids. When in Rome, we're gonna do it. When in Rome. And today I was sitting there and I'm like, I looked at him, I go, I don't want to go in this water. And he's like, you're gonna go in. I'm like, I know. And then I dove in. I'm like, it's whatever. What am I gonna do? You think I'm gonna get gangrene or like I'm gonna nothing's gonna happen.
Right? You could only die, right?
That's it. And God willing, I would.
Hey, what could happen?
What?
We're gonna die at some point, and
You
it's
can rush
already
it.
determined. There's nothing you are
Nah,
going to
you
do
can rush
to
it.
stop the moment that
can
you
rush
die.
You can't rush. You can rush it.
Well, DMX had a theory. Well, I forget who was saying
That's
this.
all my God.
They was saying DMX would say the same shit. He's like, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna just die right now, right?
Right.
And he would just do wild shit like
Yeah.
he'll be on a rooftop and just hang off the side of the building, one arm, right?
Jeez.
Like, you know what I'm saying? He's like, and then he'll climb back up. He's like, yeah, you see, it's not my time.
That's just
right?
called
That's actually
that's just
crazy.
abusing free will.
that is abusing
Free
a
will.
lot.
That's all that is. Like right now, I could just get naked on the pod, but I'm not gonna do it.
That has nothing to do with dying.
Free will. It's abuse of free
Yeah,
will.
well, there are some things that you just want to be respectful to the other people in the room. But
Right,
like
right.
DMX doing that. But there's also, think of it like that, a guy that's that successful that like so many people know his name.
Yeah.
You have to jump towards fear in a way that people who aren't known, because you just don't allow fear to be the thing that stops you, right?
And he also smoked crack. So
Well, there you go, yeah.
You know,
Well,
that's
Yeah,
also,
that could be a big part of it too.
it
Yeah.
was crack. Goodbye.
I'm sure.
You know.
What do you want it to be?
All
I feel
fiends,
like cocaine.
all fiends have.
That's
like
what crack is.
But like, what's the other one
weed.
that
Meth?
Whitney said? No, Whitney said she don't smoke crack. It's
Oh no, she did meth.
Cocaine.
Wasn't she on meth?
meth.
I thought it was
No,
cocaine.
Who's on that? What you talking about?
Whitney Houston.
Yes.
She was on crack.
I thought it was
Crack.
crack.
She said she don't smoke.
Her
No,
and
she
Bobby.
said cocaine. She said
Oh,
crack is
cocaine?
cheap.
Crack
Is cheap. She liked cocaine. That was her drug of
Yeah,
choice.
crack is just coke cooked. You did both.
it's-
Whatever.
It's
That's
yeah,
right.
it's yeah. You
Baking soda.
different.
yeah, you gotta do shit to crack.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go.
You gotta do shit to coke for it to become crack. Look,
You know why I never have done cocaine?
why?
Lenny Bias.
Oh yeah. Celtics.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got drafted.
Did it one time.
Did it
And
one
it was
time,
crack.
died. I was like, that. Oh my god, that was enough to shock me.
You
I
never
was
heard
in
of
high
Len
school.
Bias?
No.
He was
Yeah,
gonna
he
be-
was #1 draft pick. The Celtics picked him up.
He was unbelievable.
Yeah.
And we still had Larry Bird, McHale, Parrish, DJ, everybody. It was like 1988, and they'd fallen off on after 86. They got this pick. They got Lenny Bias. They're like, oh my god, we're gonna win like 8 more championships.
God.
Did coke, celebrate, dead.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I've never done cocaine for predominantly.
So had that not happened, you would have tried it.
maybe.
I never tried coke either.
No.
I've wanted to, but then a friend of mine made me feel like a fucking addict before.
I mean,
When I brought up
far.
the idea, I was like, yo, listen to me. He was like, what the fuck, motherfucker? Like you want these fiends out here? Blah, blah. And I was like,
You got a lot of
down,
friends
bro.
telling you you're an addict.
calm down,
That's
bro.
kinda
I
crazy,
was like,
right?
all right.
He's got good friends that tells him the truth.
I guess we're not gonna
He's
try
not an
cocaine.
addict.
True.
He's not an addict.
What's in highlight? Like, give me
As
the
I'm taking a sip.
the
of it.
top moment you would say, like the highlight of your comedian career.
Oh, dude. I had one 3 days ago.
Okay, let's talk about it.
I was on the phone with a friend, and I said, hey, I was potentially getting a phone call. I was told that I might be getting this phone call, and I go, hey, I'm getting a call right now from an Ohio number.
Yeah.
And she goes, is it XYZ? And I said, yeah. And she goes, you should pick that up. And I picked it up, and it was like, hey, Jay, it's Dave.
Get the fuck
No.
out.
Dave Chappelle?
way.
Yeah.
I was thinking that. I was like, Ohio,
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle.
And I go, hey, Dave. And I'm like sitting there, and he's like, hey, man, I'd love for you to come out and do my summer camp I'm going to do summer camp.
Get the fuck
in
out.
Ohio.
so
And you
dope.
ready for this? My son, I'm out on the porch and we're in New Hampshire. My son comes to the door and I'm like just mouthing him. I'm going, I'm with Dave Chappelle. And he's like, I go, Dave Chappelle. Because I met him recently and I heard some stuff. So like that's a recent like
That's dope, bro.
it almost like you almost like look at your career sometimes and you're like, what do I care about anything
Yeah.
if like a guy who I respect that much in comedy is asking me to go do comedy with him?
Right.
That's a big moment.
Yeah.
I got a chance to do stand up at the Boston Garden
Yeah.
with this like Cam Neely Foundation in front of 11,000 people.
Fire.
I got to work with Larry David on Curb Your Enthusiasm, which was like huge for me. I'm a giant Seinfeld
yeah.
fan.
Yeah.
That was pretty dope. I got to work with David Lynch, who was an amazing director, which was really cool. That wasn't stand up. That was more acting.
Yeah.
And then like, I've got a chance to work with like Bill Burr. I've got a chance to
Fire.
work with like
That
a lot
guy's
of amazing
hilarious.
comedians. And
Remember I said Bill Burr. He gave me Bill Burr vibes.
Yeah, he did
in one
say
of
that.
the-
well, yeah,
Yeah,
two
yeah.
Boston dudes.
Yeah.
I love Bill.
But like, like when I say I like the simple things, a lot of times just for me, comedy is just like being in a grocery store, having a one-on-one interaction with someone that I make them fall out and they have no idea that I'm a comedian.
yeah.
Comedian,
They
right,
just think
right.
I'm a funny person, but they
Yeah.
don't understand. Like they just got hit with like professional level
Yeah,
comedy.
you're like,
Yeah,
yo,
yeah.
you're walking off like I killed that shit.
Yeah,
Like-
of course. And it's like that simple, like stuff like that.
That's fire though.
No, that
I love that.
is.
Yeah, me
That
too.
is.
It's a big advantage over the rest of the world. They they don't know what you got.
I
like,
literally feel that way right now that you don't know like how great I am. You're just here with me.
Oh, right.
Like
Here
you're
we go.
being hit with like Joe Button level shit. And I'm on my way.
no, I
And
mean,
when I get there,
you might already be there.
this is my rookie season.
But you know what's funny? I have those moments. So I'm in the car business. I'm a finance manager.
Yeah.
So like when you buy a car, I'm the guy that sells you warranties and stuff like that, right? And literally, because I've been doing this podcast for almost 7 years now, I talk to people every week, right?
Yeah.
And it's a exchange of language. It's exchange of words, right? And when it clicks, it just fucking clicks. And when I'm with a customer and I'm literally leading them to do exactly what I want them to
You're
do,
like, I'm good.
yeah.
and then they walk out and they're happy, and I'm like,
I'm good. This
I'm fucking unstoppable.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I get that. Like you in the supermarket, you say something funny, this motherfucker pissed their pants, and you're like, yeah, you got that,
In the
motherfucker.
zone.
Enjoy your Brussels sprouts, bitch.
But it's
like, yeah.
yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I just love life in general when it works like that.
Yeah.
You know, like when things click, like when you hold the door for someone, they say thank you, and then all of a sudden there's someone else and everyone's like vibing and you're like, oh. You ever like been in your day though and you feel like where it's like something's not clicking, you're like, something's not clicking.
Yeah.
So I don't know what it is, but it's one of those days. I'll say it to my kids, I'm like, just heads up, something's off today.
Right.
You know, like you can feel it some days, you know, and then you just need a reset by jumping in Boston Harbor.
Touche.
It was a reset.
So you said you were in your 20s when you started comedy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So how old was you when you like started like doing stand up and stuff like that?
Oh, that. I started stand up in
you was 20 what?
I was 24.
24. So that's kind of late for some comedians.
I mean,
right?
well,
in the comedy
Chappelle's
world,
like in
right?
his teens and shit.
Oh, right.
You
He
know?
was a child, right? He was like sneaking into clubs to do it,
Right.
right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what made you? So you went to college. You did the college thing. What made you want to go that route?
I moved to LA. I just wanted to write and act. I got out to LA. I was waiting tables, taking an acting class. I was writing. I wrote a movie, taking improv class, and then people used to just tell me I was really funny waiting tables all the time, and they'd ask if I was a stand-up comedian. And the bartender had done stand-up, and I asked him, I'm like, what do I need to do? He's like, you need 5 minutes. And then I just
you put together a 5 minute.
I had a friend say to me, you know, I know a guy who runs a room. You should do it. And I was like, all right. So I go to like meet this guy at 7 p.m. The show's at 9. I got there at 7, and it was like this Irish pub in LA. You know, Biggie used to that line, "I'm bubbling at Dublin's." That was Dublin's.
Yeah.
It was a big show. I knew nothing
Yeah.
about it. I went there. I see this guy. I go, "Yo, man, are you Ahmed?" His name's Ahmed. And he's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Oh, Vanessa
Ahmed.
is a friend of mine. She said you could get me up tonight." He's like, "I can't get you up tonight." I'm like, "Oh, well, when could I come back?" And he goes, "You got a tape?" I'm like, "No, I don't have a tape." He goes, "Well, where do you work?" And I go, "I've never done comedy." And he goes, "Well, this isn't the show for you, man. This is like all pros."
Oh shit.
And I was like, "Tell me whatever you need me to do from this week to next, and I'll do it if you put me up next week." And he goes, "All right, go do as many open mics as you can. Come back next week. I'll give you 5 minutes." And I said, "All right."
Done.
I did one open mic. I tanked, showed up the next night, went first. Dane Cook closed. Ralphie
Dane
May was
Cook?
on the show. Dude, it was 150 people.
Wow.
And I did really well, and they were like, "Come back every week."
That's insane.
And so I just started. And then it was like instant gratification. You know what I mean? Like you're doing stand up, you're watching it happen, you're reacting. And I love people. I love making people feel good. I love giving people a perspective. I like showing them things that they might be missing, you know?
Yeah.
So I just kept doing it.
Who's your top 5 favorite comedians of all time?
Oh gosh.
What? That was one of your questions?
Never mind.
No, I'd rather hear. I'd rather hear
that.
y'all's top favorite 5,
No. Well,
5?
or just give me 3.
I'll give you 5. I'll give you 5. No, in no particular order. Definitely Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy.
Yes.
Richard Pryor. Dave Chappelle.
I love that you
Paul-
said no particular order. Paul
Right.
Mooney.
Paul Mooney. What's that?
Paul
for?
Mooney's fascinating.
What's that for?
People, that's 4.
That's 4.
5.
Look at how tough that is. You haven't even mentioned Chris Rock. You haven't mentioned Patrice O'Neal because I know that.
And you know, I wanted to say Patrice O'Neal.
So many
Like,
people.
I
some
love
people
Patrice
love
O'Neal.
that guy. Yeah.
I love Patrice O'Neal.
Talk about a guy that kept it real.
But I don't know. Top five.
We haven't named one white guy, by the way, or woman.
Yeah, that's fine.
What?
Bernie Mac.
Bernie Mac.
Bernie Mac.
Bernie Mac.
You ever see the that's Bernie Mac. You ever see the Bernie Mac show?
Absolutely.
I ain't scared of you, motherfuckers.
I ain't scared of you, motherfucker.
Holy shit! I've never seen anything like that.
Them
in my
motherfuckers.
life.
I ain't scared of you, motherfucker.
But you know the story behind that night?
Nah.
Everyone on that show was tanking bad. That was like a Def Jam, right? Or like,
Oh yeah,
it was
Def Comedy
Jam.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
those
yeah,
audiences
yeah, yeah.
were relentless.
Oh yeah, that's
So
right.
everyone was tanking, and the only reason he said I ain't scared of you, motherfuckers, is because he knew that
audience was
he was
booing.
telling them like,
Right.
no, you're not going to win.
Mhm.
And that's a masterclass.
Yeah.
That set.
Bernie Mac was incredible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Bernie
yeah,
Mac
yeah.
was really funny,
He
dude.
was really good at it.
And the Kings of Comedy, you know that
Yeah.
tour. That,
Oh my God.
But you know that started where Steve Harvey was the headliner.
Yeah.
All right, you
he
knew
was
it
the
all.
guy, yeah.
All right, yeah. And then
I
he-
remember watching that as a kid, and I think that's the moment that I fell in love with Bernie Mac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His set on that was incredible.
So they started that tour, and Steve Harvey was the headliner. DL was hosting, and then it would go
Cedric the Entertainer.
and then Bernie,
Yeah.
and then they quickly realized, oh shit, everybody wants Bernie,
Yeah.
and so then Steve Harvey hosted and then switched everyone up. It's pretty dope.
Yeah. Bernie Mac was fucking.
You got top five? I mean, did he miss anyone?
I got 5, but I like Cat Williams. He cuss a lot.
First of
But
all,
I
They
do
all
like
cuss a
Cat.
lot.
I know, but
Yo.
Cat cusses.
They
Cat
all
Williams
cuss.
has a silliness about him
Yeah.
that is just like unmatched
Yeah.
by comedians. He does some things. He says things in a way.
Yeah.
He just like, you're
that
like,
was good.
dude.
That was good. That was good.
I sweat like that one where he's talking about getting shot and he hits himself and he's so little.
He's so
He's
smart.
so little.
The way he like props the mic and shit.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
sound effects.
Yeah.
It be so on time. I'm like, this motherfucker's
The
incredible.
way
Yeah.
he uses the stool.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
cool,
Like,
man.
like,
Yeah.
He uses props that are not supposed to be props,
No,
and they
Yeah.
work.
man.
Like
That's why he gets like a weird rap, like, you know, because he's eccentric and he'll
Yeah.
say some
Yeah.
fucked up shit like, I read 80 books last week alone. You know, he
Yeah,
says
yeah,
this
yeah.
shit and you're like, what? And then who'd he take shots at?
everybody.
But
Yeah,
no,
I was gonna
recently
say.
he
Kevin
took-
Hart.
Kevin
was he
Hart.
taking shots at Kevin? Oh well,
Did
then-
you see him at the Kevin Hart roast?
Hart in
Yeah.
the movie. You didn't see his newest movie, Kevin Hart's movie?
Nah.
Cat. Oh gosh, you guys under a rock. On Netflix, Kevin Hart has a new movie, and Cat Williams is in it, and they beef. They
fucking
have a
cool.
scene
That's
where they
great. That's
scrap.
excellent.
Yeah.
Because
That's
you
appropriate.
could tell at the roast that it looked like Cat was like, I'm literally here for the paycheck.
Yeah, right, right.
And
You
Hello.
gotta watch the movie
Hello,
where they
Kevin.
fight in the movie.
I don't
Kevin
want to
Hart-
watch some
Cat
other
Williams
shitty
in.
Kevin Hart movie.
All right.
And that
Yeah.
was a lot at the roast too. It's like
Yeah, Kevin
I
Hart
think
movies
I-
are not good.
I'm trying to figure out what Kevin Hart movie have.
I do like Marcelo from SNL who's in that
Right.
movie.
So check this out.
Yeah.
Cat Williams and Kevin Hart.
I like where we're going here. Fuck, dude. I really, really like Cat Williams a lot.
Yeah.
But I've met Kevin Hart, and he was one of the kindest people I've ever met in my life.
Skill.
And
I don't
super
care who you
sweet.
like.
Skill,
Yes.
skill as
Forget
a
who you
comedian,
like. Yes.
or as a
Cat
business person
Williams
who
and Kevin
isn't
Hart,
there for his
they are
kids.
watching this.
Oh
Cat Williams.
shit, that was crazy.
What?
As a business person who isn't there for their kids.
Well, you know what? Here's my thing. You think The Rock is a good dad?
Probably not.
When? When? If you're not fucking around, if you're
He's
home
Maui.
one day a month where you can braid their hair and they can paint your face, get the fuck
So
out.
we're factoring in him being a good dad, and you're picking.
But he can go to his kids and
No,
say,
that's why I'm saying I Cat Williams as a
Yeah.
business person and a promoter and working their ass off. Kevin Hart works his ass off. That guy was putting his stand up in movie theaters. No one had ever done that, and
Yeah.
blowing up in Miami before anyone even knew who he was. He's a master. But Cat Williams is fucking funny.
That was your
man.
pick, Cat Williams?
I'd pick Cat Williams
Bill Burr or Robin Williams?
as a stand up.
Damn.
Bill Burr. I've met Rob Williams and Burr. I've hung out. Rob Williams told me I had one of the best jokes that he's ever seen in his life. But Robin
Fire.
Williams to me, I watch his stand up. I wish
Light
I'd never
flex.
seen it. His acting, Dead
Yeah.
Poet Society, Good Will Hunting, those were huge in
Yeah,
my
yeah,
life.
yeah.
So
Who'd you
Bill
pick?
Burr.
Bill Burr?
As a stand up, Bill Burr.
Eddie Murphy or Chris Rock?
Eddie Murphy.
Oh, I love it.
I'm a Chris Rock. I grew up around Chris Rock, like that shit where he's like talking about dads. He goes, everybody talks about mama, dear mama. He goes, what's daddy get? Daddy was a Rolling Stone. He goes, all he ever got was the big piece of chicken. He goes, mom's like, give me two wings and a breast. And so I love Chris Rock and that early shit about wealth and being rich, or wealth, like about, he goes, if Bill Gates woke up tomorrow with Oprah's money, he'd jump out a window and kill himself on the way down. Like,
ain't that crazy?
But I just have too much respect for like what Eddie Murphy was. I feel like there might not be Chris without Eddie. I don't know.
You picked Bill Burr, so Bill Burr, Jerry Seinfeld.
I mean, Seinfeld's television show is the thing for me, but I just Burr has takes that I don't think anyone. I just love his take. He's a little grouchy, but I love Seinfeld's simplicity and he's clean. But as a stand-up, I'm taking
Seinfeld.
Burr.
That's what I like about Seinfeld. He it's a very clean and subtle funny.
Yeah, and it's simple. His his economy of words.
Yeah.
Joanne Rivers or Norm Macdonald?
Joan Rivers.
Okay.
Who is fucking, if you ever want to see something, go watch her on Johnny Carson. It's unbelievable. But Norm Macdonald's, I mean, so funny.
Okay.
I don't know neither of these people.
I'm going to tell you, Norm Macdonald was on Conan and he did this joke. He goes, Conan, I'll tell you a joke. He goes, my wife was in a coma. And he goes, oh my God, I didn't know your wife's in a coma. He's like, yeah, she was in a coma. And I was at the hospital. And I said to the doctor, I'm like, the doctor said to me, he's like, she's going to die. There's nothing we can do. And he's like, Doc, I'll try anything. He goes, well, sometimes oral sex can bring someone out of a coma. He goes, all right. And he goes, I go in there and I come out a couple minutes later. I say, Doc, she's choking to death.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Bro. I mean, on Conan. That's
fucking great.
Unreal.
That's great.
And his moth joke. But Joan Rivers is one of the quickest. I showed my daughter Joan Rivers recently because she loves fashion. I'm like, oh, you should have seen Fashion Police. Joan Rivers is the quickest. She was on Say Yes to the Dress, which my daughter loves.
Yeah.
Joan Rivers was on. I was like, oh, we got to watch some Fashion Police.
Yeah.
Steve Martin or Louis C.K.?
Man, one guy took other people's careers and kind of shit them down a drain because he wanted to pull his dick out in front of them. And the other guy's a genius. Louis C.K.'s stand-up is unbelievable. And early Steve Martin stuff, it's really cool and creative. I think it's very experimental as far as stand-up goes, whereas Louis is his ability to manipulate words. It's just hard for me. It's hard for me, especially he's had a comeback and Netflix puts him on TV and people have taken him back in. I still think that it's Steve Martin overall is pure genius to me. So as an actor, I'll take Steve.
That's a hard question. Bro.
Red Fox or Richard Pryor?
Richard Pryor.
Yeah.
And last, Ellen DeGeneres or Ali Wong?
Please.
Oh, Ali Wong all day.
Okay.
I love Ellen a lot, but I heard she's a cunt. And I used to love her stand-up. No, I heard she's a raging cunt.
Really?
And I love Ali. Ali's a friend of mine, and I think she is outrageous
awesome
with what she says.
Oh, she's awesome.
I don't really know anything about Ellen DeGeneres except that she had the talk show. And Lil B made a song called Ellen DeGeneres. Ellen DeGeneres. Ellen DeGeneres. That's all he said.
Ali Wong had this bit. Ali Wong had this bit where she said, when I met my husband, he was a doctor. And she was like, when I met him, I was getting banged out in the back of garbage cans. I was letting guys treat me like trash.
Ellen?
No, Ali.
Oh, I'm like.
Was this in the...
So she was like, I was getting tossed around like a rag doll. But when I met my husband, I wanted him to respect me. So I made him wait until I got him where I wanted him. And I was like, yo, she
is full tilt. She tried to set me up. She was trying to set me up with a friend. And she's like, Jay, I think you should, my friend. And I was like, all right, what's the deal? And she's like, she's like, Jay, she's rich. She's got huge tits. I'm like, Ali. She's like, Jay. I'm like, you fucking, I've never had a woman
But she's giving you the real.
Yeah, I was about to say.
She knows what men like.
Oh, Ali is real.
She knows
she's awesome. She's
I love
amazing.
her.
Yeah,
the first time I seen her blew my mind. I was like, oh my goodness.
Yep.
I don't have a top 5, but I love Red Fox to answer your question.
Red Fox is great.
I
Amazing.
think there's a difference between stand-up comedy and then people who are like comedic on film.
Yeah, of course.
And so outside of stand-up, like who are your, I guess, holy grail comedians?
Well, Seinfeld was my like
yeah.
that was like I adored Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Like adored. I worshiped that show. Because you know what it was? It tied everything together. It was so smart, so well done. Jason Alexander was an amazing actor. Kramer he had a slip up, as we all know. Julia Louis-Dreyfus is a phenomenal actor. Yeah, and then the characters that they would write around them were really great. So that was like a huge influence on me.
I just thought about what you said about your son earlier when you said the Kramer thing.
That was wild.
He's just saying stuff.
This is wild. I honestly, part of me wants to go back and rewatch that and just be like, what happened right
Yo, he was wilding, bro.
He just got pushed to he was trying to prove his point, I think he was trying to prove some, and it just came off
it was
so bad.
The delivery was terrible, and it was like, buddy, read the room.
Yo,
what are you doing?
Well, I don't even need you wouldn't even need to read the room. The way he did it and why he did it doesn't make any sense.
It was bad.
Yeah, that was tough. I'm trying to think. Like, I grew up on sitcoms. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't have cable. We just watched sitcoms. It was The Fresh Prince. It was Three's Company. It was Sanford and Son talking about,
Sanford and Son.
Sanford and Son. I tried to like do my version of that. I got the rights to the first black-owned golf course in the United States. This guy wrote a story about it on The Athletic, and I got the rights to the article, and I wanted to make a TV show about a father-son that ran a golf course, but it just,
But how would you spin that? Because they ran a junkyard and, you big dummy. And he was on drugs like crazy. The son?
Yeah.
He was screwed for a long portion of that. He was out of his freaking mind on drugs.
Amazing. I'm sure a lot of people at that time.
Yeah, that was the time for it. Like, for sure.
It's just a different setting to do that. You do a public golf course or, that's like struggling. Okay. And you have the young son who went off and went to college and did all these great things, and the dad's got this golf course that's failing, and the kid comes home and is like, you need my help, and the dad's like, why'd you go away? And then all of a sudden it's the two of them constantly butting heads, and he needs the son, and the son wants to be home. I thought it'd be a really good idea.
I can see how that would work.
Yeah, I thought it'd be fun.
You got all that?
I can see how that would work.
You got all that?
Well,
I don't even know what's
it's recorded, man.
Hey, thank you.
Everybody's got it.
Hey. Thank you.
Hilarious.
This episode is sponsored by Casa Maestri, right? Casa Maestri is actually the parent company that actually serves us this wonderful El Padrino right here. Casa Maestri is the official tequila sponsor of CWTFB Radio. What's dope about it is that I started off by drinking the El Padrino, not knowing the history behind it right now. El Padrino actually is the godfather of the grandmother Celia Maestri, right? Who actually, her family started this brand. And Casa Maestri is the premium brand right now. This right here is affordable luxury, right? It's a full ceramic brand. Like, you look at these bottles right here. This is gorgeous finishes. Like, look at these tops right here. It's real nice finishes right here, and the quality is amazing, right? I like tequila, y'all know that, you know what I mean? But for years you've been seeing me put these CWTFB stickers on brands because they weren't sponsoring what we was doing here. But shout out to my people at Casa Maestri, man. This is a rich culture and tradition, going all the way to Guadalajara, Mexico. Now this right here, the good thing about our guys over here at Casa Maestri, you could go on their website and you can actually go to casamaestri.com and get 25% off on any of the premium brands here, the Casa Maestri brands, when you enter in the promo code CWTFB, man. So 25% off. You're talking about all the other ceramic brands. This right here is already affordable luxury, but then you get another 25% off just because you're watching through CWTFB Radio. Now, El Padrino, unfortunately, you can't get that because that's sold exclusively at Total Wine, but you can also get any of the Casa Maestri bottles at any of the Total Wine locations too. But if you want, save some money, go to CasaMaestri.com, man. Get that 25% off CWTFB promo code, man. So shout out to my guys over there, man. We're going to be drinking in luxury.
Hey, you seem like a good sport. I want to play a game called Shits and Giggles.
Okay.
This is new. I ain't never heard of this, Jay.
I feel like all his stuff might be new.
But it is because he's the newest co-host here.
Yeah.
I got new shit for days.
Yeah, this motherfucker don't stop. He's a
Mercy.
creator.
I'm cooked. I'm going to show you images, and I want you to say the first thing that comes to your mind. I don't want you to think.
So it's not shit or giggle?
This is for shits and giggles.
Okay.
This is bullshit.
Okay.
This is a bunch of nothing.
Okay.
That means nothing. But we're going to turn it into something.
Okay.
So when I show you these images, don't say nothing. Say something. Whatever it is. There's no right or wrong.
Okay.
So I'm going to turn the screen around, and you just say whatever comes to mind.
A word I can't say.
All right.
Do you guys know what it was?
That's
I saw it.
I saw it.
That's what I was like.
I saw it. I saw it as soon as he showed it.
Well,
why that
he
was the
said in his
first thing.
stand-up, nothing feels better than when a black guy tells you, you're my nigga.
You're my nigga. Yo,
Right.
I like that.
I never
bit.
said it feels good to say it.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Not in front of a lot of black
this
people.
is just shits and giggles.
Wait, what you mean by that?
What?
Oh. And I'm not black, by the way. I'm not black. All right. So,
There we go.
Donkey? Or is that Jackass?
That's
Or is that,
it's a donkey.
okay, from Shrek?
What comes to your mind?
Shrek came to my mind.
Shrek?
Okay.
That's not Fat Bastard, is it?
Well, let me see. What was that?
Okay.
Just something that's frowned upon.
Oh, a black.
I'm kidding.
A white woman. This is an image of a white woman licking a black man.
Hey, yo.
Well, listen. Hold on. Wait.
That was great.
Wait.
You said it's frowned upon.
But wait.
Nah, I love it. I love it.
I'm waiting.
He said something that's frowned upon. They used to eat us, bro.
First of all, don't say they. All right?
White people used to eat black people?
White people used to eat black people. They thought we were delectable.
Now,
And-
y'all thought I was crazy when I said
Take this. Yeah,
No,
you're
no,
starting
this
to
is
sound
like-
more like him. If you turn on me, bro, I'm out.
Listen, no, wait.
Doors are locked.
This is actually true.
Hey, yo,
there was
get
a
the
book
doors.
written
I believe it.
about how to consume black people. I'm not even joking.
What year was that book
But you
written?
thought I was crazy.
I mean,
before
we
any of us were born.
eat a lot of salty and high cholesterol foods, so I can imagine that we would be very tasty.
I want you to
That's a very positive spin.
I want you to shut up right now.
I'll show you another image.
Okay.
It's great.
They're bros.
And last one.
It's a gay couple. Hot dogs with mustard.
That's what comes to your mind.
No ketchup.
All right,
That's
I'm
actually
going to throw you some
diabolical.
random
I
words.
need
And
mustard ketchup relish.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Like
No
sweet
relish?
relish?
Yeah, you gotta do sweet relish.
Okay.
I'm going to throw you some random words, and this is the last
I'm
bit of
afraid.
shits and giggles.
Okay.
You just say whatever comes to your mind.
Okay.
Boston.
Red Sox.
Wow.
White people.
Master race. Oh shit.
Wait a minute.
Sorry. Top of mind. Top of mind. Shit.
That was
That's
good.
the race. Hey,
That's your promo clip, bro.
That was good.
we got him. We got him. We got cha-ching. Hey, revolt.
I'm seeing.
Beam me up, Scotty. The master race. Okay. They have mastered the race. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got it.
L.A.
Home.
Ryan Tickler.
No, you're talking about Ryan Sickler.
Yeah.
Sickle cell.
Oh no.
Meatloaf.
Nana.
Okay. Kevin Hart.
Cat Williams.
Losing your virginity.
Wow.
Alyssa.
And you whisper.
Alyssa. Hey, Alyssa. How you doing?
She ain't watching.
Okay. Sidebar, Your Honor. Sidebar. The girl who took my virginity,
Yeah.
I tried to talk to her about it, and you know what she said? Okay.
When did you try and talk to her about it?
So let me back up.
The guy who doesn't stalk. When did you reach out to her and be like, "Hey"?
We were at my crib, 92 Spencer Street. I have a mother and father. They were at work. My brother was going to become an attorney, and she was washing
Why is he rubbing
dishes.
that in our face?
I don't know what the hell that means.
Yeah.
got a
I'm not.
mother
I
and
had a
father. Mother and father.
Yeah, I did.
Are you trying to say you're a good guy?
I'm a black guy that grew up in a Bill Cosby style home, and I'm proud of it.
Okay.
Mr. Larson, right? So I was at the crib, and we just got through eating some Captain Crunch.
Okay. How old?
She goes to the kitchen, and she starts washing the dishes, because I told her my parents don't like dirty dishes in the sink.
Okay.
Okay.
So as she's washing the dishes, I asked her a question. I said, can I put it in? She said, you can put it in. It took me so long to get in there.
Well, there was
But look,
foreplay.
once I was in there, we did it.
Is this the virginity story?
Yes. But look,
I gotta. Can I just say how romantic, man?
yo,
When you're done with the dishes, I put it in. You know, I come from well-to-do parents. I didn't even have a dad, and I was very romantic.
basically, she told me I last too long to be a virgin, and to this day, I can't even talk to her about taking my V because she said you lasted way too long to be a virgin.
So she wasn't a virgin.
She was a whore, dude. She was 17, banging 25-year-olds.
That's not a whore. That's someone who gets life.
No.
I was about to say that's.
But if that was a dude,
no.
you'd have been like, this dude was dope as
No,
fuck.
no.
It's a double standard.
But what I'm saying is, she was screwing that. She screwed my cousin next. Like she screwed everyone.
Wow.
Yeah, I passed them to her, and she was like, "Okay,
Yo.
Wow.
You passed.
Wow.
yeah." 'Cause I was like, "Yo, I can't."
Here's
do
my
this.
cousin.
Hey, man, I just want to say congrats on this being your last time hosting the show.
Yo.
No, it's not. It's not. It's only going up from here, buddy.
You know what's funny? Speaking like of first, I got a deal the other day at work. And
I never finished
I
this
seen
list.
the name of the woman, and it was the same name as my first, and I was so sick. Like I was like, how did this bitch find me? right? So obviously,
First and
as a
last
father-
name?
Yes, bro.
Oh, wow.
So I'm flipping through the deal, and I'm looking for the license because I'm like,
You want to see a picture?
if it's her, I'm passing this off to the other finance manager. I'm like, I don't want to talk to this bitch. You know what I'm saying, right? So I was like,
I thought you were like, I'm going to get her an undercoating.
So I called the salesperson. I'm like, there's no license in this deal, bro. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna get the license. This motherfucker took 40 minutes to get me a copy of her license, bro.
The whole
So I'm
time.
sitting in the office sweating bullets, and it was a white woman,
Yeah.
right? And I'm like, that's not her. All right, that's cool. Bring her in.
A white woman named LaQuisha?
No, it wasn't Lakeisha.
Is that
her name was?
He said to me
not
earlier.
LaQuisha.
You
What?
get
Would
that?
you think it was LaQuisha?
Okay,
out of
thank
all
you.
the
Thank
names?
You know, Jay.
Thank you.
Jay.
Thank you.
Not even. I mean,
we're
Lauren.
gonna fuck Jay up after.
It's a nice
Lauren.
universal name.
Lauren.
Life after death
Life After Death?
was the first thing comes to your mind.
That's an album, isn't it?
Okay. New edition.
Oh, greatest band of all time.
Hey.
Aunt Rue.
That's my OG.
Women that beat on their boyfriends.
I mean, dope. I think that's dope.
You like that
Wait
shit?
a minute.
No,
Hold
you know
on,
what though?
man.
I used to date this
Bell,
woman.
Bell's is having a moment right now.
I don't be beating on.
Hey.
I don't do that.
I used to date this woman, and we were like, we'd been together for a little while, and it was like, hey, should we do something, a little kinky? And I said, have you ever wanted to like feel like someone's trying to force sex on you? And she's like, actually, I've kind of always wanted to do that. And I was like, all right. And she was way more aggressive than me. I'm like, all right, hey. And she's like, what? I'm supposed to defend myself. I'm like, yeah, but I'm not trying that hard. I can't force myself. I can't get into this.
Quick story.
It's like, no, what's wrong?
Quick story. I met a girl.
I don't know where this is going to go.
You don't.
I'm
we
afraid.
never
Hey,
know.
put
I'm
Jim.
so-
Put your seatbelt on. I met a girl, right? she's been in a long relationship.
This is recent.
I used to do Uber when it first came out. I used to drive people around. It was pretty exciting. People
Even
throwing
with
up
a
in the
mother
car.
and father?
I did Uber.
Yeah.
Uber was fun.
With the mother and
You
father.
think I grew up just spoiled my whole life? I've worked
you were
at Apple. I've worked at Stop and Shop. I'm a worker. I'm here working right now.
You meet a lot of interesting people doing Uber.
And it was
I'm
the new
sure.
thing,
Yeah.
Uber. You get to drive people,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So
The
fuck
rates
you.
were way better than
Yeah,
too.
fuck you too.
Word.
All right. So what I'm saying is, asshole, my father, you're doing Uber. Okay. Yeah, I had to get out there and earn it. I'm not a silver spooner.
Yeah, bootstrap type.
My spoon was brass or some shit. So
We had a spork, bro.
A plastic.
you know what I love about this? That this is the reverse. Like, I'm the guy that grew up the mom and dad. He's the ghetto one.
I love broke white people.
He got it.
I love it. I love when the struggle hits them.
Hey,
like the opioid crisis right now. Like, they told us say no to drugs. Now y'all can't say no to fentanyl.
There's my boy Chris Spencer does a show in Beverly Hills at this like social club.
Yeah.
I can never remember. It's not called. What is it called? Anyway, it has a very affluent black membership. Chris is black. Every time I'm on the show, I know I'm going to be the white guy.
Yeah.
It's mainly black, and I'll always go, I grew up with a mom and no dad. Anybody else? And it's like hush. And I go, man, in this room. And it always gets a pop, you know what I mean? But I see it more than I do. I see so many more white dudes with no dad than I do black dudes.
Yeah.
But
Look, man, I grew up with a dude. His last name was Whiteman, and he was a white man. I loved it.
Yeah.
I was like, his nickname was Whitey. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, that's my dude. But anyway.
To piggyback off the girl and beat on the man and all the weird relationships, whatever, I met a girl. We was kicking it. It was a little drive. And, I'm a yapper when I want to be. Good conversationalist.
When you don't
That's
want to be.
always.
Yeah, when I leave here, I don't talk to anyone. But anyways,
Oh, okay.
so I said to her, hey, she's like, oh, I'm going to see my boyfriend. Da, da, da. How we met was so crazy. And I'm like, so how'd you meet? She said, well, I was at this party and I was fucked up. So I went to lay down in the bedroom. You might, if you got good, you might be able to predict this. Maybe not. I went to go lay down in the bedroom and then this guy came in and I'm just like, oh, I'm sleeping here. He's like, I don't give a fuck. So he begins to just lay with her. Next thing you know, he's aggressive. He's on her. And then she's like, no. Da-da-da. And then they just start fighting. And, and next thing you know, they're fucking. And she's saying no. And they're taking her. And she said, we've been together ever since. It's going on 10 years. But when we first met, he took it.
You were sexually assaulted.
wow.
He raped his way into it.
Buddy, this is the wildest story I've ever heard. What
Dude,
the fuck?
there's 8 billion people in the world. Story time. There's a village in Africa where how you come into manhood. In this village in Africa, look it up. They say that once a boy turns 16, they take the young man to a back of a tent and he sucks a man's dick to come into manhood.
Okay, come on. This
No, I'm
is
dead serious. There's 8 billion
Where
people in the world.
information
Jay,
being-
do you know what
Who's
this is
editing
going-
this podcast?
I'm telling you, the world's fucked.
Post must be a bitch for you guys.
Yo.
The world's fucked. All right, so the last one was women who beat men.
First of all, what are we even talking about? The Greeks used to fuck around all the time.
their sister and brother.
Mexican dudes I worked with all the time. They're always grabbing each other's dicks.
That's weird.
I'm not. Well, everything is everything.
The
right?
world's bigger than your world.
Hey, pause.
I don't know about the bar mitzvah of the dick sucking thing.
Hey, Mall Hall,
Great comedian.
Insanity.
wet grass.
Oh, no better. Well, cut grass is the greatest smell in the world.
Facts.
But wet grass is pretty rad.
With a little bit of gasoline from the tractor.
Dude.
With the on dogs.
And the smell of gasoline on water. Like, you ever been in
bro.
along an old boat?
Yeah.
Never. I'm sorry.
Never been in a boat?
No.
That's the end of my
Well,
shits and
actually,
giggles.
no.
I saw where you were going with that, motherfucker.
Yeah, I don't like the way. I don't.
We all felt it.
I didn't feel it. I didn't feel it at all. You know what I thought about? I thought about senior prom and how our senior, I think it was like a pre-prom type of thing. It was on the Odyssey.
Oh yeah, the Odyssey.
Yeah.
Is that like a Spirit of Boston kind
Yeah.
of?
Yeah. That's exactly what it was.
So
Yeah,
that's the closest I've been to being on a boat, Jay.
That is a boat. That is a boat.
I wasn't at the bottom of the ship though. Let's.
She was rolling that
Absolutely. And he looked me in my eyes when he asked the question.
It was
too.
shocking.
My man said you ain't never been on a
You sure about that?
You ever been on a boat?
Absolutely.
That's what I'm saying.
Ridiculous.
But
Absolutely.
yo, Jay, you coming out to Laugh Boston, right? In September. What are the dates?
September 18th and 19th, Laugh Boston.
Yes.
Friday, Saturday.
Yes. Is CWTFB Radio going to get some honorary backstage?
Especially-
I would love to have you guys.
Yeah.
Of course. Well, I don't know. You guys,
Hey man,
for sure, man. Yeah, I would
Look,
love
man,
that.
I would love
that.
to be there, man. Laugh Boston has been hosting a lot of like dope acts recently, man. And for
It's a
while,
great club, man.
For a while,
Yeah.
but I just the talent that's been going through there recently is fire, man. So I'm super excited.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna be in attendance. For
I got you. I love that. Everyone else, come out. It's going to be a great show.
Yeah.
Great
everyone
show.
else
Well,
is
see,
that
now that
excluding
you-
me? Are you excluding me, Mr. Larson?
Listen,
What?
you are
See, what?
just like everyone else. You are more than willing, allowed to buy a ticket. Sure, you guys are good. Come along.
My wife good too.
Yeah, she's all right.
Well, see, now that you mentioned Laugh Boston, I wanted to ask you, like, what's the weirdest venue you've ever performed at?
I mean, I did stand-up comedy in 98-degree weather outside in Iraq for
Oh,
troops
shit.
while they all sat on rocks, like a rock, in the middle of Iraq, standing in front of a Humvee. That was kind of a tough crowd.
Yeah.
They weren't laughing.
Anything was funny.
And they just were like, hurry up, man.
They didn't have.
I got to go
What's
dig out
to
an
laugh about?
IUD right now or whatever.
They didn't have.
Nothing to laugh
IED.
about.
Their happiness level wasn't 10.
Yeah, I've done stand-ups in bowling alleys. I've done it in pool halls. I've never done a church. I have friends that do churches.
Churches.
You gotta be super clean to do church.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I've done corporate events where nobody wanted me there. I've done every single thing you can
Were
imagine.
these paid
Yeah.
gigs?
Yeah, that corporate gig I got paid fat,
Wow.
but they're just it's their Christmas event. It was in Connecticut for
Yeah.
Connecticut healthcare, whatever.
CT
They're all-
Connecticut healthcare would pay you well.
They're all
Yeah.
drunk.
Yeah.
They're all and then they just give out awards. And then this guy goes to bring me up, and he's like, we're gonna bring up our comedian. I'm not good at this. Marissa, you come up and and I'm sitting there.
Oh my
And then the
God.
first thing I said, this people so talk. This woman got offended by it, and I was just like, oh man. So my buddy from high school was with me, and I'm like, hey, when I keep a timer. So I know my time, and when there's 5 minutes left, give me the light. And I was like, he's like, all right. So I got the light, and there's 5 minutes left, and I go, well, you guys, I just want to say happy holidays, and I'm so excited that I'll never see any of you ever again. And then I went right over to the woman who had to pay me. I go, can I get my check, please? And she was just horrified and
Yeah.
gave it to me. I'm like, peace. And I grabbed my boy. I'm like, let's get steaks.
That reminds me of my 11th grade science teacher. She was like, Charles, I'm going to pass you because I never want to see you.
That's amazing.
And I was like, I'll take it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whatever. You know what I mean? But, all right, my last question, man. God damn.
You forgot it.
I got a
literally.
question when it comes back to you.
Go ahead.
Let me get this
Dang.
fucker.
Come back to me.
Every time you put those glasses
Babe.
back on,
I know.
just-
They're not even real.
They're chrome
not
hearts.
prescription.
Because my heart is chrome.
They're like blue, like
I know the guy that created those.
Yo, shit, I like to meet him.
Chrome Hearts was a company, and then they brought this dude in to make. You want to hear Steve Martin call back? Anyway, the guy who took over Chrome Hearts Eyewear, my ex used to work in eyewear, and she worked for Cartier. Anyway, she knew this dude, and we went to New Year's, and then I golfed with him one time, and he used to own Optical Shop of Aspen, and he says that he had a shop in Aspen when Steve Martin was writing The Jerk.
Oh, I love
You
the
know,
jerk.
and that piece of the eyeglass thing.
That he take
This
on
dude said that he gave that idea to Steve Martin
Are you shitting me?
in this eyewear shop in Aspen.
I have the jerk on DVD.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
bet.
I love that movie.
It's a very,
grumpy old men, shit like that. I'm
Yeah.
totally into it. All right, my last question is: if you could go to sleep tonight
Mm-hmm.
and experience 24 hours in the year 3000, would you want to see it?
3,000.
3,000. versus whatever
When you
else I'm
wake-
gonna dream
when
about.
you go to sleep
Yeah, sure.
and you wake up, you have had in your sleep experience what life would be like in the year 3000. And when you wake up, you would know what the year.
Yeah, sure. I think it'd be fun.
Would you speak about it?
Sure.
To who?
I mean, but it's gonna suck. What if it's horrible? It's gonna be horrible.
Yeah,
I
was
mean,
gonna
shit.
Say, I don't.
What do you,
We're going the wrong direction right now.
What do you think is gonna be bad? You know what's funny about that? Everyone thinks that they're so special that when they live, like their time is the worst. There was times where there weren't cars and there was a whole bunch of shit people didn't. Bro, barbers, I'm a licensed barber. I don't do it anymore. Shouts out to all the people I used to cut. I know y'all miss me, but fuck y'all. What I'm saying is, yeah, I'm tired. Dude, cutting was an interesting time in my life. But I learned when I went to barber school for years that doctors used to do bloodletting. So what that was is if you had like a common cold or whatever, you'd go see your barber and he would drain enough blood out of you to get rid of the cold. Because they thought that bloodletting, you could just Google it, chat GPT. Yes.
That's amazing.
In the history of barbering, you learn barbers were once, they did a bunch of, they were damn near
You know what I
doctors.
wish? I just wish people would just stop trying to move forward. Let's just stop.
Yeah.
Let's stop. We
But-
don't need to go to
Slow
Mars.
down.
We don't need let's just stop and focus on some of the shit we haven't fixed.
Well, I mean,
MARS.
But-
Mars, bitches.
bro, all these
See you there.
there's a lot of technological whatever the word is, advances, right? Where, dude, when some people had colon cancer, had to get treatment, they would have to wear a shit bag, but now they don't. Like, there's so many advances.
That's great for sure.
Yeah, so I think the year 3000, we think right now it's gonna get so much worse, bro. It once was 1900, then it was year 2000. We're still here. I don't think the world's gonna end. I think in the year 3000, what I will predict is this: I think saying hi, walking down the street, speaking to a stranger could be considered a crime. Just like right now in Egypt, you can't kiss in public.
Well,
Men
3,000
can't
is
just-
so far ahead.
But let me
right?
predict
Let's talk
it.
about 20.
Just real quick, let me get this
Right.
out because I know what it looks like.
Because you went from 1900 to 2000 to 3.
Yeah, because I've seen
That's crazy.
I've seen year 3000. I've seen year 3000, and I'm telling you right now.
You've seen
Listen,
It's
yes,
the eyes. Look at
I'm
my
tr-
eyes.
I'm trying.
Roll them.
I'm trying to tell you some shit.
Where'd you see it?
If I could get my words out. Listen, in the year 3000, in the year 3000, right? People are no longer having sex physically the same way. Like
Yo.
that. 1, 2, it is a crime to someone close that door, please. They're interrupting greatness. So what I'm saying is in the year 3000, it is man and you know, love is love. Man has now start wedding animals. You would go on Facebook, Facebook won't be around. Meta is going to advance far, but you will see John just married his cat. Love is love is going to reach its zenith where men are going to be marrying animals, men and women, right? It's illegal to talk to people in public. People don't have physical intercourse the same. The idea of humans driving themselves in cars is foreign. They're going to look back and say, wait, people used to drive themselves and have accidents and flats? That's weird as hell. The way we look back and say, you used to ride a horse to New York, pitch a tent.
That's a
and
nigga
then,
on a horse.
And then ride a horse, pitch a tent when the sun goes down, wake up, ride to sundown. That shit's weird. Why the fuck would you be riding a horse to New York? Some weird shit. They're gonna look back and be like, people used to drive themselves and they used to do.
I could go.
It's
I can get
fuck-
down with that.
Yeah.
But the cat fucking's a weird
Bro,
twist.
humans
weird
are
twist.
gonna start wedding animals. Love is love. You can't tell me who
I
to
think
love.
it's already started.
No, so you can't. But it's gonna be
you
like
don't need
this.
to go to 3,000 for that.
You
That's
can't
all.
tell me who to
2100.
love
Yeah,
and how to
bitches
love.
be fucking horses.
And the last thing, the president's AI. Mic drop, bitch.
The president.
Mic drop, bitch.
It could
the
be for
president
sure.
is AI in the year 3000.
President's
Boom,
not going to matter at all, right?
boom. In the White House, and look, one last thing.
Listen, you
the
can
White
edit all
House
this out.
hasn't been white in 300 years. They changed the color. You don't have to have a first lady, and they moved the White House. There's no longer a fucking White House. They abolished that shit. Now
Where's it at?
it's
Not in
it's
DC?
virtually. It's just AI. There's no more White House. And guess what? The voting system, they don't do that shit anymore. They go on the chip in your fucking brain and they see who the fuck you. I can't do this shit. It's too deep for y'all.
You doing a lot of sci-fi.
I'm just letting you know how the year 3000 looks.
But
That's it.
Jay,
Yeah.
As a comedian,
This is your last question.
you're esteemed.
Last
Yes,
question.
I remember.
Jay's ready to go.
do you feel like you made it in comedy?
No.
Oh,
Okay. And what does making it look like?
For me, it's making it would be like to have I don't know if it ever like slows down where it's like you're grinding all the time, because I talk to a lot of people that are further along and they're grinding still. But I would like to either have a show or be able to get my writing made, like movies, which hasn't happened yet. And I really want that. I really want to make something, because stand-up is very esoteric. It's just words that come out of your mouth, and you can put it on a special and people can watch it again. And But then it's just like, is the joke done? Do I keep doing it? When do I stop doing it? But like nothing is like tangible, but like I want to make something. I want to like make a movie, or I want to make a TV show. And then I want to like, and I'd like to really be sending a message out there. Like, I don't know if anyone here watches Ted Lasso.
Oh my God,
I haven't watched it, but
See, people love Ted Lasso, and it's about a deadbeat dad. It's about this dad who runs away from his fucking kids, and then we just keep celebrating
We got one kid.
Right, one kid, but like every parent,
still a deadbeat.
How many people say we watch it as a family, and I'm like, oh, the show about the dad that's not around, and it's fucking. So I'd like to do something that's impactful. I've been working on a project about a single dad, and we'll see, but like,
look, buddy, if you need some VO work, man, you know what I'm saying.
Oh man, you should be figuring out that VO. And dude, honestly, what's his face? Who's that guy? Alex. Who's that conspiracy white dude, the crazy guy?
Alex Ross, Alex,
the conservative guy.
Hold on, you talking about that YouTuber?
I forget.
No, I'm sure he's on YouTube, but like,
hold on, Alex.
It might not be Alex
about
Jones. Alex Jones.
Yeah,
Alex Jones.
You should hook up with him, man. I feel like you guys similar shit. No, I mean, I liked some of the cat thing.
I noticed the theme. Humans are gonna start. Love is gonna be a point where you can't tell me what to marry. People are gonna be marrying drum sets and shit.
Yeah, no, I know.
I noticed a theme with you. You said when I'm with my kids, I tell them this. Then you said something about the deadbeat dads just now. Then there's a theme of like, you really, really stand on being a good dad. That's
the most important thing in the world to me.
So what's the biggest highlight you would say, one of them or whatever, of you being a dad? Because that treehouse shit was fire.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Wait,
Thank you.
Bro, he built a legit treehouse. And I remember my friend used to have one.
Mid-century modern.
Oh, it's the coolest thing. My friend used to have one. Spending the night in there, the mosquitoes would fuck you up. But it's so cool. Like the steps going up there, he had the thing covered.
The thing is, man, I think as a parent, sometimes we do things that we think the kids are going to love, but we're really kind of just doing it for ourselves.
Right.
And I really wanted to I always wanted a treehouse too.
Yeah.
And so I really wanted to build them a treehouse, and I hope that they would love it. My daughter liked it a lot. My son was like here nor there with it.
Yeah.
And I really wanted them to go into it and like own it. But like, so that was fun. And I love being a dad. I cook all their meals. I'm always around.
What you be cooking, Jay?
Name it.
Chicken nuggets.
Huh?
You season it?
Yeah, of course I
Chicken nuggets, right?
Like what?
Season it.
So the newest dish that I made is I take chicken thighs and I sear them real quick on both sides. Pull them off so they're not cooked all the way.
What's your seasoning?
Then in the pan. Oh, first of all, I season salt, pepper, paprika, and
You take it right out the pack and just slap it on the pan.
huh?
You just
Are
take
you
it
being
right out the
racist?
pack and slap it
What
on the
pack?
pan. Like the pack that the meat comes in.
Oh, you
She
asked
said,
if I
"Do you
washed
clean
the
your chicken?"
Yeah, like do you?
No, I'm not washing the chicken.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Hit the guns.
Okay.
So it's not stereotypes. They don't wash their chicken.
They don't.
I'm gonna tell y'all
They
like
don't.
this. I don't always
Chefs don't
my
wash
chicken.
their chicken.
I don't always wash my chicken.
No,
They
chefs
just
do
too
not
busy.
Chefs
wash
don't
their
wash
I
their
wash
chicken
my
because
They
they're
do
chicken.
not
chefs.
wash
I
their
wash my
steak.
chicken when I'm
They
making.
just pat it dry.
I
I
wash
learned
my
that in culinary
chicken
school,
when I'm
but-
making
Oh, you went to culinary
Haitian
school?
dishes.
Yeah, I did.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So then real quick, I take the chicken out and then I throw in onions and I let that start sweating down to get the bits off, and then garlic and then lime juice. Then when I get all that in, I go tomato paste, sriracha, coconut cream,
Okay.
and
that's
and
legit.
then I put the chicken, stir it all back in over white rice. I make my daughter sushi, spicy tuna rolls to take to school.
Real nigga.
I like shrimp tempura.
Hell yeah, 10. She's been eating sushi since
crazy.
5. So I make her spicy tuna rolls. We make spam musubi. I do steak, chicken. I make shrimp pasta all the time. We
Yo,
make bread
Jay's
from
legit,
scratch,
man.
pizza
Fuck
from
y'all.
scratch. every morning it's either pancakes, bacon, and fruit, or I make breakfast sandwiches or scrambled eggs. I cook all their breakfasts.
Wow.
I love it though. Again, this is not about being a good dad. I like being this dad.
Yeah.
But you are a good dad. That's
Because
good.
I never had a dad. My dad never cooked me one meal in my entire life. So for me, I'm like, my kids don't get cereal. I'm like, I'm going to cook your meal.
Yeah.
For me, it's getting them up at 7 and that 40 minutes that they're sitting at the kitchen island and I'm cooking and then making them lunch and what we're joking about and what music we're listening to.
Yeah.
That is like our connection. We eat all of our meals around a table together. That's what I want.
Dope.
And it doesn't mean they're gonna like appreciate it. It doesn't
Right.
mean they're gonna be like, my dad was the best because he cooked. My daughter really enjoys it. We cook together, but like I do it because that's the version I want to be.
Yeah.
And I keep saying this because I think we undervalue what a father is, and not only do men let it happen, women enable it, men take advantage of it. And I'm just like, I just think a father is so important. I think a mother is important as well.
Yeah.
I'm not devaluing it. You remember how like we as white people, I'm serious, as white people, we had to say and had to really take on, it's not about not being racist. It's about being anti-racist. Like you have to overcorrect it. Like there's been so much. It can't just be that you're like, oh, I'm cool. No, you have to go further.
Right.
And for me, I think we need to go further. Like one of the biggest comedians in the world is Nate Bargatze. He did $64 million last year on the road, and he does a whole joke about not knowing where his school teachers are or his kids, and he doesn't have. And it's like that's not the fucking what a father should be. A father should know the teachers, be at back to school nights, and that's why I said Kevin Hart. There's no fucking way. Yeah, maybe you don't go to back to school nights, and maybe you miss birthdays, maybe you miss all the shit, and you make fucking millions, and you
his kids is getting the best gifts though.
Yeah, they get great gifts, but for me, again, I don't.
Getting a Benz for your 8th birthday is fire, bro.
Fire. And whatever you want to be, but what I want to be is
with the Pirellis. You shitting me at 8 years old?
He's being
What the hell you doing with a Benz at 8?
You know what kind of bumper to bumper he got on that? Again, I'm saying for me, I just wanted to always be this dad. Like, this is what I wanted to be. I'm going to teach my kids. I taught them how to ride bikes. I'm going to teach them how to drive a car. They're going to have to learn how to drive stick. I taught them how to, they take swim lessons, but like I taught them how to camp. This is what I want. It's way more important to me than like being a great comedian.
Yeah.
Nah, that's dope, bro.
It's just way more
that
important.
just did something to me as a dad.
But
bro.
you can't get paid to be a dad.
Yeah.
Which is like, you know.
You're always paying.
No. Huh?
Yeah,
You're
you're
always
always paying.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is the unfortunate part.
Yeah.
What age you wouldn't mind your daughter getting a boyfriend?
God damn.
Well, I think she's straight because we've talked about it. So if it's a dude, whenever she's ready, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I think that like her mom is great and we do a great job, and I think she'll make good decisions and we'll support her in that. My son like has been interested in girls but like he hasn't had a girlfriend yet. He's going into 7th grade, and to me it's like I don't care.
Whenever it happens.
I don't care. Whenever that happens, whenever it's a part of the world, then I'll embrace that person and make sure that she's smart and makes good decisions and is open with her feelings and kind, and you know, and same with my son, that he's respectful and at the same time, you know, understands what it means to be like a couple, I guess. I don't know.
That shit scares me,
also-
man, because I was fucking in the 7th grade.
Okay, well.
Wow, that's young.
Yeah.
I think it's young. I look at my son.
No, it is. It's
Yeah.
wild. It's actually a fucking insane concept.
7th grade?
But-
At 16, you're in what, 9th grade?
16, you're a sophomore or freshman.
I lost my
whatever.
V at 16.
I was
Average.
13.
I think I was a junior.
13.
When you
14.
You lost yours at 21, right?
First of all,
You seem
that's no.
wholehearted.
I don't even.
Oh
How did we
gosh.
get here?
Oh gosh.
I mean,
Would
we're
you-
all just we're all just people.
Yeah.
I was 18.
Okay. You don't run. I'm on here now. You ain't running.
She's a liar.
I don't like talking about things
Look,
like this. It's just so
stop
funny.
hiding.
I've
I'm
known
gonna.
some people that like lost it at such a young age, and you're just like, oh fuck, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Because that's
No,
traumatic.
really,
Like
yeah.
that's another thing we don't
think
do.
it was
We don't let
traumatic.
kids be. Well, we don't let kids. We try to age kids early so that
Yeah.
they don't be kids, and it's like just let them be
Yeah.
kids. Life is coming. It's
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah,
come,
yeah.
and
I
it's
was
gonna
just-
be heavy. Just learn your basics.
I was just a horny little motherfucker.
I hear you, man.
You know
I
what
know.
Like, it wasn't nothing traumatic. You know what I mean?
What grade were you in?
7th.
7th grade. Yeah.
I enjoyed it when I did it.
Was it
Like,
the
you know what I'm saying?
teacher?
It was fast as hell.
Was the teacher? Did she take it?
The teacher?
A
Yo,
teacher?
relax.
Teachers
Wow.
take it all the time.
No, bro. That
You
didn't
ain't-
happen.
What's
You
going
never
on?
seen. Hold on, y'all
Nah.
watch the news. Teachers be
But
taking.
no, I didn't have those type of teachers.
Oh, you
In
said
fact,
7th
I
grade?
probably would have been like, "Hey, what's up? I need some extra credit." You know what I mean? But that didn't happen. I didn't have that
I
opportunity.
mean, it's a real.
See, that's
thing.
another double standard. That's another double standard.
That's because
If a guy
Yeah.
fucks his teacher, you're like, what up? If
Yeah.
it's a girl, you're like,
It
what
is
the fuck?
and it is,
Yeah.
and it is. But in the way that my mind was geared at the time,
My mind's telling me no.
my body. But
Yo, can I say something?
yeah,
Someone recently told me, and I don't want to fuck it. My mom's friend is in her 80s.
yeah.
in the 80s.
She was taking a bus.
Miss Gladys.
She's taking a bus to Cape Cod. Sat down. This dude sat next to her. He's 45. 45.
And he said, "What's up with that?"
They've been together 2 years.
Hey, yo.
Wait, what do you mean?
They're
Hold on. The
together.
guy,
I was just joking,
Stop,
but he's
stop.
dead ass.
Wait.
hold on. The lady's
We know a
85 and he's
situation
45.
like that.
Well, that's a money play. He's waiting to get the bet. He's waiting to get it. Yeah, that's simple. That's basic, man. I see that millions of times. My mom hair
But listen to me. They go to like art events together. They take buses.
Yeah.
They have a very loving relationship.
Yeah.
And like my mom told me this today, and I was like, wow. And he's getting his like I don't really want to give too much information, but like he's like highly educated. And I said to my mom, like, hey, there's weird things out there. People can say love is whatever, or he's just straight up like, I go,
Yeah.
does she have money?
Dude.
So
that's so
He's like-
typical.
But isn't that crazy?
That's not.
I've
That's
never
bro.
heard
That's
40
super
that's,
typical.
What, like 45
he's
years
younger
difference?
than her kids.
A motherfucker
Yo.
like TikTok.
You gotta
watch short.
understand.
But that might be a 20-year play.
But
Oh, yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
that is
She
a-
might
live
be
to
like
100.
Yo.
Good, but what's the likelihood?
First of all, that's not his. He has a girl. Look, yo, babe, we gonna
we
cash
don't-
out.
but-
Let me just,
so awful.
bro. That is so
Full-blown
typical
Italy,
of
live
Miami.
together.
That's
I don't know.
that's
He
LA.
might
That's
together.
rad regular.
He might
But-
love her for real.
And I was about to say,
Oh, here
but the
you
other
go.
side of that is he might really
That's
be in love.
realistic.
Yes, he might really love her, but the
Then
chances
he's
are
got
low.
some deeply rooted mommy
Yeah,
issues.
yeah,
You know what's funny? I guess growing up in hair salons and barbershops, the reason why my mind might seem
You can't have both. You can't have both.
what?
You can't be a guy that grew up in barbershops and a guy who had a mom and a dad who were wealthy.
I didn't say they were wealthy.
Pick one.
Wealthy's more than rich. So they were decent, right? So what I'm saying is I moved 32 times. I went to full high school. I've seen
32?
yes. So what I'm saying is the things that people haven't seen, I seen by like 15, like over and
Yeah,
over and
no,
over.
that's a lot.
So what I'm saying is that couple you just named is so typical. Like when a person's successful, they don't want to be bored. You know, the only one that's really, you're either going to get, first of all, no one wants someone 85 when they're 85, right? So you get someone young. Yeah, like,
Damn.
Yeah, but what dude wants?
when a dude's 50, he doesn't want to date a girl that's 50.
I just think my
Like-
mom's friend's balling out.
Yo.
So the dude goes, listen,
what I think.
she got the bag. She could use some company. I understand. I'm going to leave it to him. You know, I'm on my way out.
That's
He's
why her
really-
kids are probably like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but you got to
Her
understand.
kids are probably older than him.
They are.
Bro,
Yeah.
would you remarry?
I definitely would want a life partner again, no question.
So you wouldn't remarry.
I think I would. I'm just not dying to remarry because marriage, I remember like literally feeling everything change when we got married. Like the pressure of like, oh, it's for like, but when we were together, it was no problem. I am
That's
totally
interesting.
down to commit to
Happens
someone
every
and
time.
be with someone the rest of my life.
Happens every time.
And I just don't know if I need the moniker, if that's the right word, of being married.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I met my wife when I was 18, right? So
Yeah, but you were fucking at 11.
No.
this is true. All right. Well,
Sorry.
13. But anyway, I called her my wife well before she was actually my wife. So I don't know. I think because we grew together, like we grew into adulthood together,
But that's why a lot of marriages fail, because
Yeah.
people change.
Yeah, they change.
Yeah.
It's too much time for them
You
to
see-
become different people.
And look, and
You're
I'm
an anomaly, bro. You bragging about
no,
your
no,
fairy
but I
tale
also-
story
no, but-
is like
no,
me
no.
bragging about having
It's
two
not
parents
a
as
fairy
a black
tale
dude.
because I'm not gonna say that everything was perfect, but we worked
He
through
likes
it.
that.
You know what I mean? We got through it. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, so far.
shit got rocky, but we, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We good. You know what I'm saying? So it in reality, I think the difference is, you know, the time made all the difference, right? And like, I know people are like, oh, you shouldn't be with somebody just because of the time. Like, nah, but like when you think about everything that you already made it out, it's like, what do you like? Who else are you gonna experience these moments with?
Sure.
You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I think that's, you know, what's beautiful.
Yeah, how long y'all been together?
17 years.
Let me explain something to you right now. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Here we go.
Here's the thing. If you've been together over 10 years, like my parents been married 40-something years, you got to have at least 3 cheat passes. That's the only way you're going to stay together.
yeah,
I'm
that's
telling you right now, you cannot stay together 10 plus years and not give each other. So cheating doesn't
Each
mean.
other?
Hold on. First
Yes,
of all,
you can work and
yeah,
develop.
listen.
This motherfucker
listen.
never been married.
This what I'm
Don't
telling
listen
you.
to him.
This what I'm telling.
Unrealistic.
Okay,
Even if that was
hear me out.
Even if that wasn't,
You gotta let me cook.
Even if that was, I'm not about
The
to let
food
you
ain't
cook
even
because
done.
it don't make no
First
sense
of all,
for
how
you
long
to
your
be in
parents
the
been
kitchen.
married?
Even if that were a
Okay.
thing, men cannot
Hit-
stomach giving a
Look,
woman a cheating
hit the
pass.
done
It's not
button.
happening.
Hit the
I
done.
would never do that.
When you're done, hit the done button. Done. All right.
That's
So check this out.
crazy.
I would
Check
never,
this out.
I would never do that.
First
You
of
would
all,
never do it.
That's
But
dumb.
you guys would gladly
Are y'all
accept it,
done?
depending on what kind of man you are. You
Are
would
you
gladly
dumb?
accept it, but you would
Done.
not
D-O-N-E,
willingly
not
give your
dumb.
wife a cheat pass.
all right. Are you Mr. Larson?
Much less more than one.
Okay. So as I was saying, you have to give each other a cheat pass. Now, when I say cheat, people don't actually understand the definition of cheating. So let's paint a picture here real quick, right? You're with your wife, right? 10 years. You have each other on Instagram. She never likes your photos. She did in the first
She
3
knows you
years.
in real life.
She
You gonna
don't
let
like
me-
you.
are you
nigga.
gonna let
Like,
me
the
talk?
fuck?
So she doesn't like your photos.
Social media is an imaginary
So
place. First
see,
of all,
this is
let's
coming
start
from
there.
a guy who's seen it. My parents used to counsel couples. I'm giving you real life shit
That's
because
true.
life really happens.
You didn't pay.
But y'all don't have the
You didn't
understanding.
cancel nothing no more.
So again, you're
Fuck
you're
outta here.
married.
I'm just gonna say to you right
Can
now,
I just
if
say
I
this real
remarry
quick?
again, I'm gonna be with someone that if there's I think the reason people need
Say my point?
like you've had an opportunity and we keep
They
next
keep
thing we're going to
jumping in,
something
they
else
keep
and
jumping
something
in.
else.
I want to say this though because it's good
Go
for
ahead.
even if
Okay,
even if
okay,
it
go
ain't for us,
Yeah,
it could
yeah.
be for the viewers, right?
Okay.
Dumb shit.
What I'm saying, it ain't dumb shit.
The fuck?
If you're together 10 years plus, there's going to be things that happen. Attraction changes, things change. So like I was saying, this is a real scenario. You're with someone 10 years, right? After a while, they don't like your pictures anymore on the gram. It's a real thing, right? So boom. So you're saying to yourself, okay, she don't like my pics. So then you do go to a page where there's a guy. He works out, right? This is a true story. The guy works out and he has like 80 videos, right? And it's every one of them shirtless. So then all of a sudden you see your wife's name because instantly you follow her, you follow each other, it shows the likes. She's liked out of 80 photos, 50. And then there's comments, but there's no compliments. It's just like, hey, you sweat a lot when you work out, or
We
teach
got
me
it.
a
Yeah,
routine.
we got it.
So the point is, what I'm trying to make is now you see that, okay, you are super active on 50 out of his 80 posts. Now you're like, are you into this guy? And then you have a conversation, but he doesn't live in the same state. So the point I'm trying to make is sometimes there's emotional cheating. There's women.
I know.
There's all forms of emotional attack. Work. You go to work. We call that a work boyfriend. So what I'm saying is, in a 10-year relationship, a lot of people hit that point where it feels like, yo, do you want someone else? And what I'm saying is, after you're together 10 years, 15 years, if they cheat once, do you just instantly throw it away, or do you give it a pass?
I don't play that shit.
So if you're together 15 years, someone cheats, not sexually, emotionally, however you
work.
deem
You
cheating,
can work at that, and that you should be going to therapy, and you should see like working on your
that's a cheat
relationship,
pass.
and you should be going to
That's
therapy.
it. I literally said you should. Do you work through it, or do you get a cheat pass? Because guess what? You could give one person 10 chances or give 10 people one chance. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you get rid of your partner because of a mistake, what makes you think the next person won't make a mistake?
out of here. It's a choice.
15 years together, your
But see,
partner cheats once,
was,
you're out.
He was baiting us. He was clickbaiting us by saying everyone deserves 3 passes. But what he's
Yeah.
really saying is if someone makes a mistake, they deserve to get a second chance because the relationship should be growing. And what he's saying is, how about ahead of time, you get 3 passes, although I don't know what I get a lot of what, I totally get what you're saying. But I do think that couples can just find a way to like kink up your put it this way. When my kids are going to get married, if they're going to get married and they're like, say, oh, I'm going to get married, I'm going to sit them down with their significant other and be like, do you like a finger in your ass? Then make sure you're getting it. Hey, and I would
whatever
like,
your
Dad,
kink is.
I'm like, make sure you're getting it.
See,
Whatever your
finger
kink
in
is,
the ass.
It's crazy.
you
but
need
this
to
is
talk about
factual.
it. You need to figure it out, and you better be fucking doing your business. Whatever the thing is that you want, you better be fucking giving it to each other because otherwise,
I respect it.
So and I would be like, and you should be going to therapy once a month as couples when shit's good. To be working things out so you can have a safe space to communicate something you don't like. Yeah, you got to be
proactive instead of reactive. Proactive.
Right.
These are the conversations I watched. I sat in a room and heard these conversations. See, most people
So your parents were
bro, I'm
counseling
ear
something you
hustling. I'm ear hustling.
What kind of strip mall counseling are your parents doing? Hey, don't mind my kids.
Okay,
over here.
story. This is the last story. I swear to God. My brother used to be security at Family's Basement.
Filene's, yeah.
You switch your mic off.
No, that's perfect. That's perfect. Hey, no, it's perfect.
My brother used to be security at Family's Basement. This is the piggyback off your shit. My brother used to be security. It's not that I learned it. I point it this way. So what I'm saying is, as he was catching people stealing, right? He would tell me, "Oh, I caught this lady. It's always an Asian lady. It's always this." So as he was telling me how he caught, he said they steal a lot. Asian women, they steal the
What's going
most.
on here, man?
Family's Basement.
All of a sudden, Asians are sticky fingered.
Asian women are the biggest.
Hey, yo, Paul, get it on. How you feel about that?
Asian women.
Your aunties was wilding.
Who the fuck is looking at Asian women for stealing? Like, let's be real. They know they're not. Asian women and white women, no one's looking at them.
I mean, who's
in
driving the
store.
getaway car?
No, I don't like this one.
It's like if you go into a store dressed poorly, they're like, you can't afford shit. But if you pull up in a suit, they're like, oh, this guy's, he's the guy. You pull up to a Lamborghini dealership and a Toyota, they assume you're not buying.
Right.
You pull up in a Benz, they assume this is a person that could afford it. So as he would tell me he would catch people, I learned how to not get caught, and I became the biggest thief in the world at Macy's, Gucci, this, that. You like to steal from your friends. I like to steal from stores.
Okay.
So the point I'm trying to make is, at the end of the day, hey, truth is stranger than fiction. But what you're saying is true. You may marry someone and the husband's like, yo, I like getting pegged in the ass. She's like, I'm not doing it. The relationship is unequally yoked.
Yeah, don't even bother again.
Don't even bother. So all I'm saying is, in a long-term relationship, just like a job, they can't fire someone just for being late. You got to stay. Like, listen, we've been through the shit. Unless you're getting beat on and this and that. But in a long-term relationship, for what I've seen, you're going to have to give some passes. And that's how you make it work. And y'all 17
it's
years.
It's not just relationships. It's like if you were.
Friendships too.
Yeah, it's.
Friendships too.
Everybody has they deal breakers, and
If you get cheated on,
we'll just leave it at that.
What's cheating though? Is it just sex for you?
Look, man, I'm a married man. I'm not gonna give y'all everything. That's it. Everybody has their deal breakers, and that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Let me public service announcement. I don't give passes. I am not a teacher. We are not in high school. I'm not giving you no pass to do nothing. I'll pass you right on to the woman that you want to be with. Okay?
So emotionally cheating you out? Like, or is it just sex? Is it?
My thing is, love is a choice, right? Like, just being with someone is not just like, oh, I love them, and it's just like, but it's a choice because like, I love them. I just love you so much, and like you're so cute. It's not any of that. Like, you literally have to choose to love people through everything. But I'm not loving you through cheating, bro. I'm sorry.
Real quick, you've been
with
your man 2 years. Right? It's January. You've been with him 2 years. It's January, right? You want to have sex for New Year's, right? You want to make love for New Year's. Your partner hasn't had sex with you from January to July because he just hasn't been in the mood. Are you leaving him?
Am I leaving
6 months. He
him?
just hasn't been in a
Is he having sex with somebody else?
No,
He's
at
not
all.
in the mood. That's something different. That's not. If he's not in the
No.
mood, he's not in the
Yeah,
mood.
that's
something
that's
different.
I want to know her shit.
Oh yeah, you got to work
No.
on something at that point. You got to be like, hey, something's off here.
His
Yeah.
libido
And
right
if you're talking about the emotional cheating, I'm not going to speak for you,
Yeah.
but I'm going to just hop in. And if there is something that's going that way, I think as a partner who chose someone else, be like, what is going, why are you
Yeah.
pursuing this person on Instagram? What is it? If they
Yeah.
haven't fucked around, like, what is it? Let's get into therapy and figure this out.
Right.
Or you could be like, because I think for a lot of people, once you get cheated on, it's so fucking hard to trust again.
Yeah,
It takes a
it is.
lot of work
It is.
to get through that. Couples do, and they can have beautiful relationships. I've seen it with a lot of people,
Yeah.
and it grows. They're like, oh shit, because then if people have the ability to say, oh, I'll see my side of the street. I guess I wasn't doing this for you. I wasn't doing
Right.
this. I wasn't noticing that. Blah blah blah. But you know,
Yeah, but then I think at the core of that is communication, right? Because a lot of people
Yes.
don't want to express their grievances to their partner. It
a
depends
lot of people
on-
don't want to say they want a finger in the ass.
I'm a little fried. I think past a certain point in time, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, everyone gets cheated on us in a different capacity in
I
some
don't
way.
think so. I don't think
That's
that's
just
true.
me.
That's kind of.
That's
I
a
see
very
a lot of good
cynical way of
relationships.
looking
Maybe
at
I've
life.
seen too much shit.
But either way,
You have seen a lot.
I've seen too much shit.
This has been
This
fun.
This has been a lot.
And this,
He's
this
landing
is,
the plane.
I don't know what the fuck happened. Oh,
Which time?
It
how we
happened.
got
I feel like we should ask one more just like question
Soft-
that
a
is
soft
actually
question?
relevant
Yeah.
to like
All right, I got a soft question.
No, we don't want it to come from you.
not you.
Chill.
not you. No, it's not
Christ.
Paris.
You did enough. man.
The good thing is he's challenged us and your listeners a lot
He
today.
didn't.
Everyone's gonna think differently after this pod. They're like, oh shit.
Oh,
It could go
I'm
one or two ways. You know what I mean?
All right.
I
But
think
Jay, man, anything you want to end off with, man?
No, I ended 45 minutes ago. And then he's like, listen, real quick.
Oh my! Well, this is a good question to end it.
All right, here we go.
When do you think a joke is really finished? Over, done.
Oh, that's good.
You mean like as a comedian?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I think for me, I'm lazy. So like I'll tell a joke 4 times. I'm like, I think it's done.
Yeah.
Like I think like I don't need to work on it anymore. But then
Yeah.
it gets more fun because as a comedian, you have to keep working on it to make it better.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think like that's why I don't like topical stuff. Like most of my stuff is evergreen because I don't like.
Yeah.
I'm like certain things, but like there's some things that like make me cringe when I hear like
Yeah.
comedians talk. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You know. So I don't know. I have a mentor as a director, and he says, make something as long as you want, do something as long as it's 1 second short of boring. You know, so as long as it's 1 second short of being unfunny, roll it, you know. But like comedians, your audience wants you to like keep coming up with new shit.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
All right, man. Jay Larson in the building. Laugh.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun.
September what?
18th and 19th,
18th
baby.
and 19th. Come on, man. Laugh Boston. You know we got Stoneham's finest. I don't think we'll ever say that again.
Hey,
We might.
it was a pleasure. It was a pleasure, Mr. Larson.
It was a pleasure for me too.
Nah, this was fun, bro.
Yeah,
This
thank you
was
so
fun,
much.
bro.
Appreciate you guys.
Like honestly, bro, when you reached out and I started looking into your stuff, and I'm like, nah, this motherfucker's brilliant.
Yeah.
I knew we'd have fun.
You got a lifelong fan here.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
same.
saying? So,
Well,
bro,
I'm gonna see you guys on the 18th and 19th. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna be there. Not him, but we
No,
gonna be there.
no.
Fuck all y'all. I'm there. And I don't care how hot it is. I'll wear a
He's
fur.
gonna be a heckler in the audience.
He should have been on a debate team. Oh, he'll be in the back for
He's
sure.
gonna be dressed like Frank
Why
Lucas.
gotta be in the
Oh,
back?
so
Greg?
He's got to, because you know if he's up front, even if I see him, I'm just gonna be like, oh shit,
He's gonna walk
This
up and grab the
motherfucker.
mic.
because I'm gonna be tempted. You know, I'll be tempted.
Let me have it. Lean into me.
Oh man, but nah, this was fun, man. CWTFB Radio, powered by the Whole Podcast Network. I'm Charlie Machine alongside.
Listen, if you see me in the audience, pull my pubes. I'm Paris, France.
Make them dance.
It's like every 35 minutes tonight, he said something that we were just like, I don't know what to do.
My Choco Bliss Honey Kiss never miss. My good sis Big Bells from a big block. We had Jay Larson there, man. We love y'all. We out of here, man. We out. It's over.
Jay's never coming back.
What the fuck, Paris?
Jay's never coming back.
What's wrong with this nigga? Yo,
Ooh, bro.
Yo, we gotta get this man some help.
Jay, yeah, get some help.